go.
Kawhi Jordan, the GOAT.
Giannis, man.
Don't put this all on Giannis.
No, I'm just gonna say R.I.P. to one of what I thought would have been one of potentially, had he made it to the finals and won a ring, probably one of the greatest seasons of all time. Giannis is still probably, he might be the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year. He's a good year.
He should win Defensive Player of the Year.
Goldberg should win. No, it shouldn't be.
Nah,
Goldberg. You played 2K with Goldberg yesterday, and now all of a sudden Goldberg should be Defensive Player of the Year.
No. If you look at like every defensive metric, Goldberg is like pretty much at the top of all of them.
He's top 5.
Yeah, but he can only guard one position.
That's not. He can guard.
No, he can't.
That's your argument. When it comes
Giannis
to
can guard. Giannis can guard 5 positions though.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can.
He can't guard all 5.
Bro, he used to play point guard.
You never see him on a perimeter.
Not anymore. Of course, he big as hell now.
And hold on. He was
the first year of his career, he was playing point guard.
Yeah,
go back and do your Googles, B.
No, but he would guard wings. He wasn't guarding other teams' point guard.
Bro, he can guard. Giannis can't guard point guards, bro.
For a whole game, no.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Giannis
can go.
He can switch off on him, sure, before
3, and he can do the 5. I don't know about 2s and 1s. That's tough, man. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
if I see it, I'll believe it.
Come on, man.
And again,
if LeBron can lock down point guards,
LeBron is way more athletic than Giannis.
No.
He is. Stop. But LeBron can't guard 5s though.
Huh?
But LeBron can't guard 5s though. Giannis can.
He can guard some 5s.
LeBron can't guard no fucking 5s, man.
Name me 5.
LeBron and Giannis can guard 5 positions.
No, they can't. G.
Yes, they can.
No, they
can't. To me, they can.
No, they can't.
LeBron can guard Marc Gasol. Check.
When the fuck you seen LeBron guard Marc Gasol?
You only play him twice a year at that point in time. You tell me. You saying LeBron gonna get handed 25?
By Marc Gasol? Prime Marc Gasol?
Prime? We're not talking about prime. We're talking about right now. You give me 5
Bron
centers.
Can't guard no fucking centers, bro.
You give me.
Bron can't guard no Anthony Davis. Bron can't guard no DeMarcus. Bron can't guard no Jokic. Bron can't guard them. And I love Bron. Bron not guarding no 5s.
That's 3.
That actually, hold on. That's the issue. Why the fucking lineup with Bron at center don't work? Because he can't fucking guard the center.
He can guard a majority of the centers in the NBA.
No, he cannot.
You name the top 3 and it stopped right there.
Gee, what? Like, he can't guard Towns. He can't guard.
Towns want to shoot 3s.
Embiid. He can't guard the actual centers. None of them.
He can guard Towns.
He can't.
Yes, he can.
For 20,
Jimmy Butler can guard Towns. LeBron can guard Towns.
All he gonna do is shoot 3s, bro. You gave
Carl Anthony. What do we call him? Carl Anthony Timid. That's what I call that man.
You gave 4 good players that he can't guard.
Drummond. He can't guard.
Drummond. I don't know, bro. Drummond.
He can't guard.
Drummond ain't got a post game like that, man.
I think of what other centers are in the league.
Drummond ain't got a post game like that, bro. I'm not.
Bron ain't strong enough to guard Drummond down.
He can't guard Drummond. He can't guard Marc Gasol. He can't guard
Marc Gasol.
He's old as hell,
now he can.
man.
Yes, he can. Not maybe.
Okay. Now fine.
As I said, you bet. That's it. Those are those 5. After that,
okay. But before we continue, welcome to Hoops and Brews. It's your boy TPJ. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at RealTPJ. That's ReelTPJ. As always, this show co-stars rapper extraordinaire Pavy. Go ahead, get your plug in.
As always, guys, follow me on Twitter at Pavy World, Pavy World, all one word. Love viewers all right now. Make sure you go get that. Follow me on Twitter at Pavy World, Pavy World. Oh, I think I just said that twice. Okay. Well, yeah, there it is.
Chris, go ahead.
Some damn hash browns. What's up, world? It's your boy CKid206. Be sure to follow me on Twitter.
Yo, show the people your shirt.
Representing for the squad. You know what I'm saying?
You got on a You Do Good Dope shirt. Go get that right now.
Not wear it.
Cause it's hella hot, bro.
Okay.
It is a nice jacket. Okay. But you see, he got the Toronto Raptors on. He let me flex the Detroit Piston one, but it's hot as hell right now.
Yeah. But anyways, today's show is sponsored by the app Yamble. That's YAMBLE. You know, we've been playing it all week. Chris is low key kind of addicted to it. He was playing it all throughout the Boston versus the Raptors game. And basically,
the Raptors game?
Oh, I'm sorry. The Raptors.
Whoa.
Brewed already. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
The Raptors versus Bucks game. The Raptors versus Bucks game. He was playing. I was playing as well. I still haven't been able to eclipse the 200-point mark.
Bruh. It's hard as hell.
It is, man. Yo, shout out to everybody that be in there with like 400 points. I'm like, how? Literally, I'm like, how are you doing this, bro? But make sure you go check it out. Basically, you go on there, you can place takes on games where you can bet like theoretical points, and then the top of the person at the leaderboard wins it, and they win a gift card or whatever. But they run through the first quarter, the second half, first half, full game. You can also challenge your friends. We did that. I won that challenge. I just want to say that. But yeah, man, go check out Yamble. Shout out to the guys at Yamble, and make sure you go check it out. And you can find me on Yamble at HoopsNBrews TPJ. So if you see that, you'll know that's me. And you can find Pavy as HoopsNBrews Pavy. And what's your name on Yamble?
Same as my Twitter, CKid206.
Yep. All right. Cool. So let's go ahead and let's actually talk about Kawhi Jordan.
Woo!
Man.
I think Kawhi is the best player in the league. I'm sorry.
He's not the best player.
We talked about this last night.
Look. Here's why. Best player in the league goes both ways. I think no matter what you want to say, he's no less than the top 3 defender in the league.
Steph Curry is going to show you that he's the best player in the league. Steph Curry. So if KD don't come back and Steph Curry win this series and he averaged like 30, yes he is. Yes he is. Yes he is.
He's the best offensive player in the league right now.
I don't want to hear that.
I would argue with you.
Best player in the league.
No,
he's back. Like he said, I'm here. I'm back. I'm here. I'm back.
The best player in the league works 2 ways, and like I said, if you talk about scorer, I think he's the second best scorer in the league. Well, yeah, second best scorer in the league. I actually have him moved up over Kyrie right now. I think it's Kevin Durant,
wait a minute.
Kawhi, and
wait a minute. So who's the better player between Steph and Kyrie?
What? Kyrie. I've been through this multiple times.
Right, man,
I told you this multiple times. You ask me this every show like I'm gonna change my answer. No, you ask me this every show like I'm gonna change my answer. I think Kyrie Irving is a more skilled all-around basketball player than Steph Curry.
I can't, man.
Y'all ask me this every single episode. I'm not gonna change my answer.
I know you're not gonna.
How did we even get to this? As I was saying, I think the best player in the league goes both ways. I think that no matter what you want to say, like I think he's the best defender in the league as well. Some people say Giannis, some people might say Gobert, some people might say Draymond, whatever you want to say, fine. I think Kawhi, I think he's the best defender in the league. Well, no, actually I'm lying. I think Draymond's the best defender in the league. I think he's right after Draymond. So he's top 3 in that. And if you look at offense when it comes to scoring, I think he's the top 3 scorer. And actually his playmaking is really, really good. That's something that I've noticed throughout these playoffs. He has to, I think if you think about game 6, he had, 7 assists?
Yeah.
7 assists? Like this.
The disrespect just gotta stop, bro.
Throughout this series, he's averaged. How many assists he averaged throughout this series? Throughout this series, he's averaged basically 5 assists a game, 4.3. I think he's also a really good playmaker. 4.3
is not almost 5 assists a game. What the fuck?
That's closer to 4, bro.
Okay,
don't say that. Come on, man.
Fine. He's averaged 4.3 assists. I think it's Kawhi Leonard. I think it's actually.
How you round 4.3 up to 5?
I did round it up to 5.
What the fuck, bro?
That's
like
that was flagrant, man.
Now
you're
starting to get into very Skip Bayless territory at this point, G.
First of all, your first
serious
comment,
G.
When you said that, you said Kyrie was a better player.
Yeah, you're not gonna give me a change of mind on that. I think he's more skilled. Again, I think a lot of his performances depend upon the people around him.
The only time Kyrie was better was in the 2016 NBA Finals.
Look,
that was it.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
Listen, from day one, as soon as both of those people stepped on the scene as 2 of the more elite guards, I never thought it was that much of a difference between Kyrie and Steph Curry.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you finish your Kawhi.
I never thought it was that much of a difference.
I'm gonna let you go with Kawhi. Go back to Kawhi.
I think that Steph Curry has had better teammates for the majority of his career than Kawhi than Kyrie. A better team.
Kyrie played with LeBron.
But what team was better? What team was better, G?
That's not the only person on the team.
That's not the only person on the fucking team.
LeBron better than everybody on the fucking Warriors.
It's fucking 3 other people on the court at all times. The fuck do you mean? One team won fucking 73 games. Who would on a better goddamn team, G? Between them two.
Steph has been on the
No, who would on a better goddamn team? Team. A team is more than 2 people. Team.
Steph Curry.
Okay,
oh my God.
That don't even make no fucking sense.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Who is better between the two?
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
Steph
That's
because
cool.
Steph is pretty disgusting.
We
saw what Kyrie did.
God, dog.
Kyrie came up. He wasn't
his best at all. He wasn't his best at all.
What did Thanos say at the end of the movie? He said, "Oh, that's interesting. You always end up back to me."
Yeah, back to me. He wasn't his best. But again, I don't judge. But again,
it's going to be the same thing. He's going to have to go back to LeBron. It's not a discredit. He just wasn't ready. He's still young.
He doesn't have to go. He is still young.
He's still young. That's the cool thing. Kyrie has room to grow. Maybe in 3 years he will be better than Steph. But right now, today,
I think he's a better point guard than
Hey, what's my shirt say, Pavy?
Do good though.
Exactly.
I think he's a better point guard. You ask me this all the time. I think he's a more skilled all around point guard than Steph Curry.
Let's just get back to Kawhi.
I think Steph Curry is a better shooter, 100%.
He's a better shooter. He's a better player. Better ball handler. He's not a better point guard. He's not a better ball handler. Just because Steph isn't athletic as Kyrie, bro.
Steph is more athletic than Kyrie.
What did I just say? Oh, you think Steph is more athletic than Kyrie?
Yes. Kyrie's not that athletic.
You don't think so?
No. He's very, very shifty. As far as like athleticism, Steph is more athletic than Kyrie.
I don't know, bro. Steph doesn't have ankles.
Okay. Yeah. Kyrie got bad knees.
Does he?
Gee, yes.
He's been healthy for a minute, though.
Not really. He sprained his knee early. He's also had a sore knees. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he has tendonitis.
I mean, if you want to be real, both of them have had their share of injuries this season. They haven't. None of them. Both of them have.
Neither one of them have been 100% healthy.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to say both are not athletic, I wouldn't have an argument to go against it.
I mean, neither one of them are the most athletic human beings ever, but I do think people sleep on Steph Curry's athleticism. They talk about that man like he's John Stockton. Like, nah, G, he's definitely an athletic human being.
I think Kyrie can do it.
He runs the most miles per game in the league.
I mean, he ain't running too hard though. He's just he's just jogging. He's not sprinting. I'll be 100 on that. He's not sprinting.
So he coming off them screens. He ain't sprinting off the screens.
No, I'm messing with you, man.
Okay.
But Steph's better, man. I just want to say that.
Okay.
And I feel you. Okay. I understand where you're coming from, but I gotta put the tier of point guard. You have Steph Curry, Kawhi. You have Kyrie Irving, and then whatever else you want to do after that.
Okay.
Well, it would be Dame Lillard, excuse me.
Say, where's Dame Lillard?
He's number 3. Dame is
Kyrie.
third.
Kyrie is third right now.
No.
Oh, you think Dame?
Small ball Kyrie.
No. No.
Kyrie.
No.
Because he choked.
Yeah, I got Steph.
Choked.
Kyrie.
Got his ass clamped up by Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe had a hard time guarding Fred Van Vliet than he did Kyrie Irving.
I mean, Fred Van Vliet also just like woke up. Like he was playing.
You just told me Kyrie is a better player than Steph Curry, but Fred Van Vliet supposed to outplay Eric Bledsoe, but Kyrie can't.
I mean, but
I'm just gonna
listen.
Sit back.
First of all, Fred Van Vliet is not the focal point of the defense. You wouldn't come in the game thinking stop Fred Van Vliet first.
They weren't thinking that, but there was a scouting report saying, "Hey, we can't let him hit threes wide. We can't give him open looks." How about that?
Exactly.
They moved the ball well.
The coaching staff literally said we can't give him open looks, and he got those open looks, and he made them.
They moved the ball well.
He's gonna have to do that against Golden State too.
They moved
Van Vliet. Yeah. But we know Kawhi is the best player in the game. Sorry, Kevin Durant.
He's not the best player in the game.
It's just 1A, 1B.
He's not the best player in the game. He's not the best player in the game. He's not the best player in the game.
I'm really starting to lean.
He's not the best player in the game.
No, lean.
He's not even the best player in this conference to me. I still think Joel Embiid is better than him. I'm sorry.
Joel Embiid is not.
Yes, he is. My man was just sick and hurt.
Hurt.
He was sick and he was hurt.
Bro, no, he's not.
Yes, Joel Embiid is still better than Kawhi Leonard. I'm sorry.
Kawhi Leonard can score on any level. He can get it off the dribble. He can come off the screen.
And so can Joel Embiid.
No, he can't.
When healthy, yes, he is. When healthy, Joel Embiid is 27, 11, 4, and what? 2 blocks in a steal a game.
Joel Embiid cannot come off the screen and hit a jumper to save his life.
Joel's 3 also isn't crazy. His mid range is nice.
You can't put Joel in the pick and pop.
You can do that.
I mean, but
so what the fuck you talking about?
He can't come off a screen.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop that.
But you can leave Joel. Like Joel shooting. Joel
can't shoot a 3.
You don't have to close out.
You got freaking Marcus all jumping.
You don't have to close out.
Like I said, he was sick and he was hurt. Kawhi still ain't even the best player in his conference.
I disagree with that.
He's not.
I disagree.
And man, Joel Embiid had the virus. Had a goddamn virus. Was shitting himself before every goddamn game. I'm not finna give Kawhi credit because he beat a sick Joel Embiid. He did a great job versus Giannis. He did his thing. He held it down. He played great, but he didn't even play that great in that game to me until like the last 4 minutes of that fourth quarter.
Like,
but that's what you know. But wait a minute. But can you let me finish? Okay. But that's what you expect from a superstar. Okay. He is a superstar. Before this year, I was like, I don't know if he's a superstar. I questioned his superstar ability. He is a bona fide superstar. I have no more slander in regards to him being a superstar. He's a superstar, but he's not better than Joel Embiid to me. Joel Embiid to me is a superstar and he's a better player.
No,
he is.
No, I don't think there's a single thing on the basketball court when I look at Joel Embiid's skill level besides maybe obviously like block some shots and maybe post game that he does better than Kawhi Leonard,
including rebound.
I mean, okay, rebound, rebound, block shots, and post game. Other than that, I don't think the single thing he does better than
all Kawhi really is his post game.
That's not true.
That is not true.
That is so not true.
All Kawhi really is his post game.
Kawhi will dribble you down, break you down, pull up at the elbow. He'll step back, hit a 3. He'll go to the basket. He'll lock up your best player. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's not
locking up your best player. Got nothing to do with offense.
Listen.
He does it all.
There isn't a single way you can ask for a bucket.
Timeout.
That Kawhi Leonard can't.
Let me cut you off. You said Joel Embiid better than who?
He's better than Kawhi Leonard to me.
This man, Kawhi Leonard is averaging 40 points a game in the playoffs.
And I just told you Joel Embiid had the flu when he was playing Kawhi Leonard. They were literally a bounce away from being in the same predicament that Kawhi Leonard is in right now. And the man had the goddamn flu and had tendonitis. What do you want me to say other than he was sick and he was hurt? That's why he didn't play well.
He gave them boys.
And he still went out there and he took them to 7 games.
He gave them boys.
I mean, it wasn't just him. G, like they
Come
had like Jimmy was nice.
When he played bad, did they win?
I mean,
no. Answer the question. Okay, then. So stop it. So yes, he did.
Okay.
When he played bad, they didn't win because he the best player on the team. Okay. He better than Kawhi Leonard. He was just hurt and he was sick.
I don't know how he better when the man averaged.
I don't think
40
I don't think Embiid is better than Jokic. I think Jokic is the best in the league.
No, you're ridiculous.
Yes, I think
you're ridiculous. Jokic let Enes Kanter get him out the paint. Get out of here.
He didn't.
Yes, he did. They lost. They lost. If he was that goddamn good, he should have went out there and annihilated that man.
True.
That man literally is going through. I mean, that man is literally going through Ramadan right now. He can't even eat before the games, and you still going out there and giving up 10 and 10 to this man. No, bro, stop that. No, like, look, the man can't even drink water. No, I don't. And he had a dislocated shoulder.
I feel you.
No, get Jokic out of the paint. And B would have sent Enes Kanter to the moon. And B would have sent Enes Kanter to the triple double. And guess what? And they lost.
Okay,
and they lost.
It's more people on.
And they lost. No,
they lost for more reasons besides just Jokic, man. Like that's just not how it works.
Nah, he didn't know. He didn't make the plays at the end of the game.
What plays at the end of the game?
He didn't make any of them. That's why they lost.
That's not why they lost. That's not why they lost the game.
You can't. There was the only person that you can go to for a bucket on that team at the end of the game was Jamal Murray.
Okay.
Jokic better than Embiid? No. You can go to Joel Embiid for a bucket at the end of the game. Fuck out of here. Stop that.
Not really. Jimmy is the closer for Philly. Jimmy's the closer for Philly.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. When Embiid is healthy, he's not the closer. When Embiid is healthy, he's not the closer.
Listen.
He hit one game winner against Charlotte, or was that the Nets?
Charlotte, the Nets, even in the game in the fucking Nets series, the game when he had like 40.
The series that I just said Joel Embiid was hurt in. He was hurt the whole playoffs.
Even in Game 7. The big plays in the fourth quarter came from Jimmy Butler.
Good, that's what you expect. What's his nickname?
He's the closer.
What's his nickname?
He's the closer.
What's his nickname?
On most teams with dominant big men, guards are the closers. It's very hard to have a closer.
If Joel Embiid wasn't half dead, he would have been the closer. But he was half dead. That's why the man was half dead.
Okay, he would have closed. They still would have lost. What's your point?
No, I disagree with that. If Joel Embiid was healthy, they would have beat the Raptors. They damn near beat the Raptors, and he wasn't healthy, and he was sick the whole goddamn series.
I mean, shit. If Kyle Lowry does his job, it's not even close.
I don't know. Come on, Kyle Lowry.
Stop this, Kyle. I'm not gonna let you do this. Stop this, Kyle Lowry.
He was not playing well.
Stop this, Kyle. No.
The series outscoring Ben Simmons.
No. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Come on, man. So it's a wash. It's a wash.
Look,
it's a wash.
To me, Kyle Lowry is like the point guard Draymond. He does a lot of things that doesn't necessarily show up on the stat sheet, but when you watch the game, like, for instance, nobody ever outplays Lowry. Ever. Never. As in, outplays him, out-hustles him. It never happens. Ever. Like, no matter what Draymond is doing, I never question if that man playing hard. I don't see nobody on the court playing harder than Draymond.
I don't
never see nobody on the court playing harder than Lowry.
I don't want my point guard to play hard and give me 0.
The game he gave you 0, he had a decent game. He still gave you 7. No, look. The game you talking about, which is game 1 of the Magic series, right? He was a +8, the highest plus minus on the team. Also, he gave you 7 rebounds and 8 assists.
Did they win
he didn't play bad. No.
Exactly.
Okay,
so
that don't fucking mean you played bad because you fucking lost. That don't make no fucking sense. That don't make
He didn't score. He's a starting point
guard. He took 6 shots. He had the highest plus minus on the fucking team.
Why
he had 7 rebounds and 8 assists.
6 shots.
That's not my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault. I said my point guard.
It's more to do on the court besides just score.
You think John Stockton gonna go out there? You know.
Actually, yes, G. If John Stockton would have shot the ball more, they probably would have won more. John Stockton did not shoot the ball that much. A lot.
John Stockton ain't gonna have 0.
You don't. Okay.
I don't know that.
Okay.
Do your Googles.
Listen.
No, John Stockton is not gonna. I got 0. I got 12 assists though. First of all, Lowry, number one, Lowry is not in the same realm as John Stockton. I'm making a point.
He's not in the same realm as John Stockton anyway.
How about this? How many point guards you know gonna go out there and give you 0? Mark Jackson gonna give you 0. Mark Jackson might give you 0. Stop it.
Mark Jackson might give you 0.
Man,
also,
disrespectful.
look, man.
Stop that.
Mark Jackson gives you 10 to 10.
Listen, there's more to do on the basketball court than just score. In which the game that you guys are talking about, I did not think Lowry had a
never seen a man get 10 assists and not score a bucket. Get the fuck out.
I've seen somebody get 10 assists and not score a bucket.
Who?
Also, I mean, I can't remember off top, but
you ain't never seen nobody get 10 assists and not score one bucket or not get 1 point.
10 assists, 0 point games.
Didn't score 10 assists.
Out of here. But what is wrong with you, G? The point of all of this is Kawhi's not the best player in the league.
Draymond did it.
And there you go. 10 assists and he ain't your point guard, is he? He's a power forward, and his job is not to score. Exactly. His job is to be the best defender, best rebounder, and get his teammates going. Kyle Lowry is your point guard. He needs to get points, assists, rebound.
He got you all that besides just points.
Okay, but he didn't play chess,
bro. He didn't play
chess. He shouldn't have got it.
Makes sense. It does make sense.
He shouldn't have got his game check after that.
No,
that's disrespectful.
It wasn't a bad game. Bro. When I even watched the game, I'm like, oh, okay, you're not scoring, but that don't mean like. Look. Wait on. Just because you scored 25 points to me, don't mean you had a great game.
I need 5 points from you.
He only
but when
took
I told
6
you
shots.
Devin Booker's 70 was overrated because they lost, you told me he still had a great game.
70 is a little bit different. G 70,
How?
fucking 70.
What's the difference?
70 points. G
70.
What's the difference?
70 points. G you hooping to get 70 points. 70 points. 70.
Still lost.
So that don't mean he didn't play good. He had fucking 70 points.
No.
I had 70 points and fucking you gonna tell me I played bad.
You got 0.
That don't mean you played bad.
If they
won the game, you have a great argument. But they lost.
That don't make no fucking sense.
It does make sense.
No, wait. D, there's so many things that go into losing besides one person's performance.
Just
because I lost the game don't mean I had a bad game.
If Steph Curry go out and give me a 0-7-8 game or all 6 and they lose, but he had a +8, and I'm like, but Steph Curry had a good game. You like, this man, you're telling me he's better than the Kyrie?
Clippers game, wait, hold on, stop. The Clippers game you went to, you said it was no stop. Shut up, let me talk. I want to say this. The Clippers game you went to, you said it was a terrible performance. I told you, no, he made some of the biggest defensive plays of the fucking game. So scoring don't mean shit to me. Just because you got buckets don't mean you played good. Period.
Bro, he also had 15, 5, and 5 in that game. He had a solid game.
Now listen.
He did not score 0 points.
Real quick. I'm not saying. I'm not saying in which the game we talking about the man Lowry went out there and lit it up. No, I'm not saying that. But I don't think that performance was as abysmal as everybody says it was. The man again still had the highest plus minus on the team. He still gave you 8 assists. He still gave you 7 rebounds that night.
You're damn about no analytics.
That's not analytics. I watched the man do it. What the fuck?
And I watched them lose the game when they do.
But that don't mean you. But that don't.
I watched them lose the game and not make the plays for them to win the game.
I'll put it this way: if this man had 0 throughout the whole postseason, but had a +8 throughout the whole series,
I mean, again,
no.
Okay, continue.
He had 0 points.
Okay.
He averaged 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and his plus minus was 8.
That's so irrational, though.
Stop it.
That's so irrational.
And they lost the series. You still gonna be saying this BS? No.
That's irrational.
You need to score. He gotta get on the point. He gotta do something other than
look. That's irrational.
Lowry has
gonna
score 9 in the first 2 games versus Golden State. And then he gonna be sitting up here saying, Kyle Lowry gotta do a little bit more, G. Like, he get a little bit more.
Listen.
Like, he played big, you know what I'm saying? Listen. He gotta do a little bit more, G. Like,
I didn't say the man had a great game. But again, obviously, you can't average deep, like you said, you the starting point, you have to fucking score. But the thing is,
you gotta look at the shots he was missing.
They were just open threes. He missed some threes.
And he's had that same problem when LeBron was washing his ass.
No, that's not what happened.
Oh my goodness.
He didn't always play bad.
What?
They just didn't have enough.
You
going against fucking LeBron.
And he couldn't hit open threes.
Hold on. Even in the fucking Raptor series last year, I didn't think they necessarily played bad.
Oh. They played good, Pavy?
They wasn't great. But they didn't play terrible. They just got beat by a better team.
Got their ass.
Cleveland was lights out in the fucking playoffs last year.
Toronto was the better team. Toronto was the better team.
Not really.
They were the better team.
Not really.
No. Toronto was the better team. The Cavaliers had LeBron James. That's the only difference. The Raptors had the best team to me in the NBA last year during the regular season. And they went to the playoffs. They did what they always did. They turned into the crap.
They did, but
Kawhi Leonard literally changed the entire narrative of this franchise's history.
And that's why he's the best player
in one season.
There you go.
No, that's not why he's the best player in the NBA.
Yeah, but you replace Kawhi with DeMar, like Kawhi is such a much better player than what, like that's just what they were missing. They just didn't have that guy like that. DeMar just not real like that. It's okay.
I'm sorry, no.
DeMar just not real like that.
And Lowry ain't real like that either. Because if he was, then he would have played better.
I mean, but again, like, look,
they wouldn't have got. They got swept, bro.
Barely. 2 games were close.
You don't get barely swept. You get swept
ball bounced a different way. Like
Don't be hitting with the ball bounce away.
Again, look, even with every sweep isn't like you just got completely ran out the gym.
Bruh, they didn't win a single game.
That's okay.
That is not okay.
I'm not saying.
You sitting here thinking the Blazers, hey man, we got swept, but it's okay. We made it next year.
No. Look, even the thing with the Blazers, right? I think when you go into the offseason, you like,
even said that.
Listen, we like, damn, bro, we really let one get away. We were up 17 3 straight times.
You let 4 get away. Stop.
No, you let 3 because the first game, like, they didn't have a chance. You let 3 games get away.
They lost.
You let 3 games get away. You were up 17 3 straight times. You're like supposed to win one of those games.
It's not supposed to. It's, first of all, you know the Warriors, bro. They have this third quarter blitz that they've been doing.
Who you playing? You up 17 3 straight times. You're not supposed to lose.
And you also know in the NBA teams go on runs.
You're not supposed to lose. Stotts. I don't care what type of run somebody go. I don't care who you playing at some point in time. You're not supposed to lose 3 straight 17-point leads back to back to back. Period. I don't give a fuck who you playing.
What if you're playing 21 and you go back to 11? You're playing 21 and you miss the free throw and you go back to 11 twice. Who should win that? Should the player?
Here you go.
I'm just asking the question.
Here you go.
He's bragging because he destroyed us this weekend, but I feel him.
Yeah,
he destroyed us in
B's. Wow, now you're gonna put it out there.
You did, but you are bragging. But I feel you. But it's okay.
It's a humble brag.
Talk your shit, B.
I didn't tell them. Y'all told them.
Talk your shit, B. Okay. But you, it's not a humble brag. It's a goddamn lie.
You brought it up. It had no correlation.
There's nothing humble. There's nothing humble about that. How is it humble, G? Okay. Get out of here. It's not humble. Go ahead.
The floor is yours.
Live your moment, sir.
All I'm saying is, you go back to 11 twice. You would think the other 2 players, someone would win, right? The Blazers were up 17. All they have to do is close the game. Terry Stotts, call a timeout. They're going. If Curry hits 2 threes, okay, let's slow things down, right? Did Terry Stotts do that? Nah, they'll play through it. Come on, man. And then first of all,
so you like more defining reasons as to why you shouldn't lose that fucking lead 3 straight goddamn times.
I don't think Terry Stotts did the things he needed to do to get.
I don't think any of them did things they need to do. It ain't just him. It's everybody. You're not supposed to lose that shit 3 straight times.
And then game 4.
How did we even get to this? Like, what are y'all even talking about? I ain't even.
I like knew how we. Oh, we was talking about the sweep from the Raptor series, and I was saying
a sweep is a sweep. G.
Yes,
stop this, bro.
Stop this.
But
there are different.
Go away, like literally, go away.
No, look,
go away with this.
There are different kinds of sweeps. G. It's like different levels. Like for instance, you could get swept, but you lost every game by 2 points. Realistically, you could have swept them in that situation. So when you go back and when you reevaluate the season and you like going to the offseason, you like, you know what, we don't need that much. As opposed to you get ran off the floor 4 straight times.
But how do you? But I'm confused.
What's up?
We don't need that much.
We don't need that.
We got swept, but we don't need that much because we only lost by 2 points each game.
It's not about how much you lost by.
So now we gonna know how to get better for next year. They gonna come back better next year.
We gonna come back better next year too. So we just know, in this moment, we need really at that point you need experience, or maybe like
they didn't need experience. Come on, man. Let's not act like Dame has never been to the playoffs. Dame came up small in that series. He came up extremely small. He got dwarfed by Steph Curry, and that's what that is. And I got mad respect for Dame. Shout out to Dame for doing that interview with you. But Dame came up small in that series. CJ McCollum saved him this entire playoffs.
I mean,
with the exception of when Russell Westbrook was guarding him.
He didn't save him because
yes, he did.
Yes, he did. I told you in the series game 7, I thought Dame was masterful.
Yeah, but CJ was the one who won them the game.
I mean,
not Dame.
Not really.
CJ won them game 6 and game 7.
No, CJ was the one scoring. But again, I think Dame went out there and gave you. But listen,
what is Dame's job on this team? To do what?
To be a point guard. CJ's the best scorer. CJ is.
Dame Lillard not the primary scorer on the Blazers.
I mean, yes, but
okay then.
But he's not the best scorer. CJ's the 2 guard. Dame still got to go out there and be the point guard.
All right, well, you know what? Let's go back to Kawhi being the best player. Pavy thinks he is. I believe he is. Why don't you think he's the best player in the NBA, Thomas?
So, no question. Where would you rank him on the echelon of great players in the NBA? Is he second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth?
Kawhi, let's see. My number 1, I got Kevin Durant. My number 2,
don't you do it. Don't you dare do it.
My number 2, I still got Giannis.
No, stop that.
You want to know why I still got Giannis? No. You want to know why I still got Giannis? You want to know why I still got Giannis? Because the Raptors didn't double team Kawhi. They played him straight up. Listen. They played him straight up, and usually when they got burned on other people other than Giannis getting burned defensively, especially Eric Bledsoe. Fred VanVleet went 14 to 17 in the last 3 games from 3. Giannis can't control that. I'm sorry, he can't. He can't guard everybody, literally.
But if he had a better offensive game,
but I kind of disagree with that. Every time he touched the ball, that's like when we be playing 2K and you be in your settings the whole game. Every time you catch the ball, and from this position, double him on this one. If every time I catch the ball, you double
because you're predictable.
No, it's not because I'm predictable. How does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
They weren't, for instance.
In the first 2 games, you saw them kind of try to take the ball away from Kawhi, and it worked. But the bench was playing well. In the second 2 games, they didn't really take the ball away from Kawhi because everybody else was hitting shots, and then they bench went cold. And then it's like, oh shit, if the bench not gonna score, we gonna get fucked up. And those last 4 games, they got destroyed by the bench, not by Kawhi. Kawhi played his ass off. Kawhi was a superstar. He did what he was supposed to do to get them there. But the bench was the reason why they came back in that series and won that series.
100%.
That's the difference. Giannis can't control that. And if I'm getting doubled and triple teamed, so they can't even put it. And also, like, I'm mad at Coach Bud for not posting them up more, but I understand why. Because if you post them up more on the side of the floor, it makes it easier for them to double and triple team him. Every time he got the ball on the wings, all they did was send a double or a triple team at him. Other people ain't making shots. I'm not gonna be mad at the man because he got double and triple teamed all series long.
But also,
he got game plan for it. It sucks. He does got to go out and get better, way better. He has to get better. But I still think that he's a better player than Kawhi. I'm sorry.
Giannis has
I still think Embiid is a better player. So what's that, 3?
Oh,
I still think Steph Curry. Give me Steph Curry 4, and I got Kawhi 5.
Oh
no, man.
I got Kawhi 5, and then I got probably like after Kawhi. After Kawhi, I wouldn't be mad if you told me if you wanted to put like Paul George in that scenario. Look, PG still had we talking about this season. We talking about this season. PG was a top 5 player in the NBA to me this season. He kind of stumbled after he got hurt, which he did get hurt. Okay, whatever. I'm cool on that. That still don't explain why you wouldn't go into the basket against the Thunder, but I feel you.
It does.
No, it don't. I don't care. Then don't play. It's
the playoffs.
Then don't play. Then don't. If literally he was harming them more than he was helping them because he was standing out there bricking threes. You can't have him and Russ out there bricking threes.
Yeah, but he's the shooter. Like, he has to take those shots.
What? Like,
he has to
it ain't
shoot
a higher percentage shot closer to the rim.
I feel you.
CJ McCollum and Dame Lillard is switching out on you. You 6'7", they 6'3". Like, no, I'm sorry.
But somebody has to stretch the floor.
No,
there's no other shooting besides him.
No,
and most of those threes.
No,
I feel you.
Sorry.
I feel you. I was saying the same thing. If your shoulder is hurt, you should probably go to the rim. But also in that series, like, bro, you are really. If you don't hit threes, we have really nobody to stretch the floor. Who else is gonna stretch the floor? Somebody got to shoot the ball. Somebody got to shoot. Nah, again, I don't think.
I do think Kawhi is better. I do see, but it's also like Harden, top 2 MVP, averaged 36 this year. Harden ain't even in my top 7.
I'm not.
In terms of best players in the league. I'm sorry.
He plays.
I disagree with you, but I'm not mad at you for saying that. Again, even if we talk about scoring, Kawhi is a way better scorer than Harden. Way better. You only see Harden score in 2 places: behind the 3-point line and layups.
No, free throw line.
No, layups.
Layups. I'm not counting free. I mean, like, free throws. Yeah, I mean, okay, yes, free throws, layups, like, yeah. So you like see him get to the line, shoot step back threes and layups.
That's it.
Kawhi, when you watch a Kawhi game, I don't know what a fucking Kawhi bucket from the come from.
Put it this way: when you look at his shooting chart, it's red everywhere.
I don't know where that bucket coming from. You just getting a bucket. He probably don't even know half the time where that bucket coming from.
Ben Simmons got a healthy 35 a night from that man.
But moving on. So obviously we got Raptors, Warriors in finals.
Crappers. No, I'm joking. I'm not calling crappers.
I think I had the tweet that everybody was responding to. I was like, yo, don't think that Steph is just gonna dog. Actually, let me find the actual tweet. I can read the actual tweet.
He's about to have that man running through. Well, first of all, he might.
Kyle Lowry gonna lose 10 pounds.
Kyle Lowry gonna get fouled out probably maybe once or twice.
I'm not lying. Kyle Lowry legit is gonna lose 10 pounds this series.
I said, what did I say?
That man about to be running his motherfucking ass off. If I'm Kyle Lowry this week, I ain't even wrestling. I'm on a treadmill.
I'm
not joking either.
I said Steph isn't going to dog Kyle Lowry like y'all think he is. He'll give him his fair share of buckets, but Lowry ain't no hoe. That's the best and most defensive PG he's faced in the finals so far.
You're telling me Steph ain't about to average 30 a game? The fact that you're thinking about it, that man about to get his
20. Look, I think
you just really look, listen, it's just like nothing. That's just like, yo, I'm wilding. Like there's nothing that ever says to you like, yo, I'm wilding.
I literally said he's going to give him his fair share of buckets.
Is that 30 a game?
He'll give him about like 27, 28.
What does that mean?
Man. What do you? LeBron James, a career average is 27. That ain't nobody.
That's his average. So
and
he got his average.
Steph about to average 30.
I don't know if he's gonna average 30. I'm thinking about like 27, 28.
Giannis getting buckets. That boy got put through a ringer.
Yeah, but listen. So look, you're not gonna have Steph scoring 0 points for a whole series. That's not gonna happen.
I mean,
so again,
it's a possibility.
So again, if he makes look. So again, what does he shoot while scoring 28? What does he shoot? Probably what's his percentages?
47, 50%.
Okay, you did great. No, if you hold him below 50 and you keep him to about like 46 and 39, you did a great job.
Where's the win come in though? Because that's important too. If he gives you 30 shooting 50 and the Warriors win.
I mean, like if you let some. If he gives you 30 shooting 50, like he got you that.
30 and shooting 40,
and they win.
You
held him down.
I don't know if I can live with that.
You held him down.
As a head coach, I don't want Steph touching 30 points. Keep him under 25 if possible. Do everything in your power.
Under 25 without KD is hard.
But you gotta attack him. When he's on defensive end, you have to attack him.
I agree with that. Again,
the Cleveland Cavaliers did a really good job at that. They got him out the game quickly. In the first half, he was on the bench, and then you have to work hard to get that 30. But it's too late now.
So listen. My thing is this, right? I don't 100% know if Lowry's gonna. I think Danny Green will probably be the one that's.
Danny Green might not see any minutes, man. He was awful this last season.
He was bad, but Danny Green is very, very imperative that
but you need him on the offensive end too.
He's also mad streaky.
And the thing is, you can't risk that, man. If you're gonna sit up there and risk him betting on him defensively, hoping that he can knock down open threes offensively, that's a tough risk, man.
I think it depends on how good his defense is.
The man averaged 3.5 points per game in 6 games.
He did, but it depends on how good his defense is. If his defense is elite, then I just keep him out there.
We'll put it this way. If it's that elite, he needs to be creating buckets for 4 other players. It can't be him bricking and the Warriors getting rebounds, finding Steph, Klay for threes.
As long as he misses shots that's in rhythm and are part of the offense, I'm not angry at it. If he's giving me production,
I did not know Kawhi was only 27.
Yeah.
God damn.
You gonna put him in? You put him number 2 now?
Huh?
You gonna put him number 2?
No, I'm saying he finna be.
As long as he stays healthy,
bruh. If that quad is healthy,
as long as he stays healthy.
These next 5 years, if he stay in the East, it's about to be a long night. Well, no, it's not. Because this Raptors team is gonna go to shit because their contracts are terrible. I don't want to hear OG Anunoby is gonna save Kawhi Leonard. Also, did you see? You see his sister or his aunt or somebody got on Instagram and his uncle said in the background.
Allegedly, we don't know. Allegedly, that was his uncle.
But the post was deleted from the page afterward. But
allegedly, his uncle or somebody close to Kawhi in the background said they know damn well he ain't gonna stay.
Which would be hilarious.
Which would be wild.
If Kawhi will win a ring and leave, that's top 5 all-time boss move.
That's fire. You can't even be mad at me. I came here and did what I had to do. My jersey retirement is gonna be fucking lit. Fuck, G. I came in for 1 year, kicked down the buildings, and went on about my business.
And kept laughing.
He gotta be on a song with Drake after that.
No, and honestly, look, obviously, if that's what happened, I'm not saying you would ever want to lose Kawhi Leonard. You would not. But one of the reasons why he traded DeRozan was to get out of that contract. He's getting like $140 million.
Oh, DeMar?
Yes.
Oh. And the fact that he wasn't winning.
No, but listen. Also, we want to get out that deal. So even if he does leave, we suck for a year. Now you get in the lottery. You never know what the fuck can happen now. All you gotta do is get in the lottery. And you don't know what the fuck can happen. You suck. You hope that your culture has been shown so much that people will look there like, you know what? I wouldn't mind going there as a free agent. And you can build a team and still be competitive in the East. And you get cap room.
Going back to Kyle Lowry and guarding Steph, I'm surprised teams don't try any more defensive schemes. Maybe crazy zones, a box and one, where literally you play 2-2 and you just follow that man Steph around the whole game. You take him out the game completely. And I know it's
though.
It's hard.
Running around.
It's very hard.
Exactly.
You can't. That's the thing that when Kevin Durant is on the floor that makes Steph Curry human. Because when Kevin Durant is on the floor, you can double Steph Curry because Kevin Durant is taking up that space, so he's not moving.
But when
he's not on the floor, Steph is just running around. So you can double him, but imagine two people trying to chase him around.
Yeah, it's like bro. That was like one possession. The man literally ran for fucking 24 seconds on the goddamn shot clock. Yeah. At some point in time, bro, you gonna lose that man unless and like You gotta think.
I got tired chasing you around in the park for 2 hours.
And you gotta think,
chase this man around.
Look,
come on, man.
Look again. From shout out to LA Sparks for being at Spark practice. One thing I noticed is that they communicate and talk a lot, right? So if you on the court and you talking, but especially if you on the road in Oracle and it's loud as hell,
can't hear.
You probably can't even hear your teammate say, "Hey, switch, get him." So people just popping open. It's very, very hard. That's why people say they're much harder to guard without Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you can see
they are because of the space.
Like again, I think that Steph is like I think he's easier to guard on ball than he is off ball. When he's off ball, like there was a play in the Blazers series. This man Steph literally ran off a double screen in the paint. That's like I've never seen that shit before. Dame like tried to like sprint out, Steph sprint out, Dame chasing him. Literally 2 people jumped in that man's way. Like, nah, what the fuck you gonna do about that? Like at like a certain point in time, ain't no communication.
That's Steve Kerr's brilliance as a coach.
But also, that's because Steph Curry is the most evolved version of Steve Kerr possible.
And he's so silky with it. He comes off as perfection, and if you give him a hair of room, it's gone.
But again, I don't think I think that this is probably, as far as Toronto, probably the best defensive team so far that the Warriors have faced in this playoff run.
We will see.
This playoff run.
I'm not on that
if
yet.
you look at through the season, the Raptors through the season were consistently a very, very good defensive team.
They actually beat them.
This by fact is, well, I think
this is their toughest opponent since 2015, 2016.
Yeah, I would defend.
I agree.
I'm sorry. This is their toughest opponent since they first won the ring. No, it was 2014, 2015. Wasn't it?
No, but I think
their toughest opponent since the first Cavs team. This is why I say since the first Cavs team is because back then they were new, so they didn't know what they were doing. When they lost the second time, they just lost to a team that just took the momentum away from them, and there was nothing that they can do to get it back.
They weren't supposed to win that.
The Cavs weren't supposed to win that shit. The Cavs were supposed to lose in 5.
In 5,
literally. And we supposed to be talking about a potential 3-peat, which might have gotten fucked up the next year. Like, that first team, they had to do what the Blazers couldn't do what the Nuggets couldn't do what a team like the 76ers couldn't do what a team like the Bucks couldn't do. And that was beat all of these experienced teams while you were a young group coming up together.
They didn't
really
play that.
Nah, I disagree with that, bro.
I think the first round they played. Who did they play the first round that year? They
but
played
you
the
still got
inexperienced. The Grizzlies were experienced.
Okay. The Grizzlies was up in that one. Exactly.
And the Rockets, they weren't experienced. The Rockets weren't experienced.
Harden had playoff experience. Harden had been to a finals. I don't want to hear that. No, James Harden had been to an NBA finals.
The Warriors had playoff experience. Yeah, they had been in mad.
And one other team with Dwight on it.
Yeah,
Dwight and Hard, both of them been to the finals. I don't want to hear they was inexperienced.
Yeah, wasn't that
then that team had Jason Terry on it and a bunch of other that team was a veteran laden team. So if you the Warriors, you had to get through these teams, and then the year before,
also the Rockets shouldn't have been there. But Clippers should have been there. But
still, the Clippers would have been a veteran laden team. Yeah. So they did what they were supposed to do, and they got there, and they actually beat LeBron. Now, whether you want to say it was a team or Steph Curry, whatever, blah blah blah, injuries, all that shit. They beat LeBron. You have to still go out and you have to beat the king.
History don't show who was playing.
They just show who was playing. So you had to beat LeBron. So I think that this is the toughest team that they will have to play because this is the first team that they've played that's not of any scheme that they've played like before since that Memphis team.
Go ahead. And see, I think that in this series, I think a lot of the times the start. I say this about the Bucks too, which is why I had picked the Bucks to win. I think in this series, a lot of the times, the starters will play to kind of a draw, but it's the bench I worry about. Again, look, we got to remember, they were down 17 3 straight games to the Blazers. At some point in time, you fell down 17, so something went wrong. Even like Doc was saying when they came back from the 31-point lead, like, yeah, that's cute, but we fell down 31. So something went terribly wrong for us to even fall down 31. Now, luckily, we rebounded and we won the game, but still, so you were down 17 3 straight times. I think a lot of that is because of this bench. Like, this Warriors bench is not good. And a lot of them years, they had the first championship year, great bench. Yeah. Second year, they won 73 games, great bench. Even the first championship year, you still got David West, guys like that off the bench. You had a good bench.
Barbosa.
The only thing with this team is like the Raptors bench. If Norman Powell can keep playing the way he's playing, Van Vliet can keep playing the way he's playing, Ibaka can keep playing the way he's playing. Like, I think that the bench is what will like sway the games for the Raptors in a lot of games, or at least give them maybe a lead that when Kawhi and those guys come back in, they can just try to sustain the lead.
I think that the difference for the Warriors is that health might finally be coming around for them. Like, I don't think Kevin Durant is playing at all in this series.
Honestly, I think he might have tore his calf muscle. I can't prove it. Yeah. I don't 100% know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets like surgery after the.
I mean, you don't need surgery for a torn calf. You just like let it.
I mean, it depends on how bad it is. He tore his calf. I mean, he had that calf injury 2 weeks ago, 2.5, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
it's going on.
They say he still has a visible limp.
I mean, yeah, but granted, like life isn't 2K, but if you tear your calf muscle on 2K, it's about like a 6 to 8 week injury.
Exactly. So he's not. I don't think he's coming back for the finals.
So I think allegedly Boogie might be back game 1.
No, it's probable. It's probable that Boogie is going to come back. He isn't listed as probable, but I was watching all of the pregame. Not pregame. The practice interviews and stuff, and basically Boogie was saying that he felt good. And that for him it's about getting his strength and condition. I believe the past 2 practices with the Warriors, he's gone through a full practice and a full 5-on-5. Okay. So I think he will be ready. I think for them it's more so about trying to play as many fake games for him to try to get him into that game speed, game condition again. But I think he'll be ready.
It's really
and if he's ready, this is the perfect matchup for him because Marc Gasol ain't fast and he don't move well. So if I'm Boogie, I don't need to be fast and I don't need to move well.
But the thing about that is, I think if Boogie plays, because like my worry was like, can Marc Gasol be on the court?
He can't. He cannot.
But if Boogie plays, now he can.
Now he can.
Yes,
I don't think Boogie's gonna even start though.
But 20 minutes of Boogie, if you can get 20 effective minutes from him, which is what I think that they will probably need for him, especially with the lineups that they will try to run to try to get Marc Gasol.
I don't know.
No, it's not what I'm saying. Okay. 20 minutes of Boogie is better than 20 minutes of Bogut and 20 minutes of Damian Jones, right? I would much rather preserve Kevon Looney, who has been balling. Shout out to the Looney Tunes. This is the Kevon Looney fan club. I used to dog that man, and that man literally came back. And Kevon Looney, you a hooper now. I respect Steve Kerr. What?
I told you about Kevon Looney. It don't matter. But it don't matter.
He gonna tell me, I told you that Kevon Looney would be more valuable than Boogie in the playoffs. Boogie got hurt, bro.
Still, it don't matter. Like, have you seen the way Kevon Looney
What are we talking about right now? Boogie coming back to try to help save them.
But hold on. Look.
I don't think Boogie even needs to come back if you want to be real.
Nah, I think he does. He does. They need an extra body. They need the depth.
That is off the bench. Like, when that like bench lineup comes in, they can definitely use somebody to throw the ball to and get a bucket.
With the way the bench for the Warriors is set up, bro. Yeah, Jordan Bell.
That man out there running like an old man.
I will say this though: if Draymond can do anything of what we just witnessed, it's gonna be a long.
My only thing about the Draymond thing is this: look, right?
Long series.
I'm lucky gonna put Draymond on Kawhi.
But look. This is why I brought up Lowry, because I think Lowry is the point guard Draymond. I think that in the Blazers series, what you saw a lot of time was like, no matter what the score was, like if we was watching the game like you watched it in 1992, ain't no score. And you just see Draymond playing, you can't tell what the fuck the score is by Draymond's play. Even with Lowry, you can't tell what the fuck the score is by Lowry.
I know one thing that I can tell, that they ain't scoring.
I was about to say the same thing. Kyle Lowry running.
Although I would say this playoffs, well, at least the past round and a half,
4 games.
Lowry's been cooking.
But look, with Lowry, it's just about pushing the ball up court, like even just pushing it, putting pressure on the defense, just how hard, like trying to be in there and take charge.
I don't think those things will be effective versus the Warriors.
My thing is this: like, look, when it comes to Draymond, it's like sometimes you need somebody to just match Draymond's intensity. You just need him to match his intensity and his effort.
Siakam.
And his effort.
No. Because if they put Draymond on Pascal, we saw what Pascal did versus Giannis.
I'm just talking
he got his ass clamped up and he wasn't doing nothing.
I'm talking about the energy aspect. I wasn't talking about him. I'm talking about Pascal going for 20. I'm saying Pascal brings that same energy, getting rebounds.
I think it's Lowry though.
It would have to be Lowry. It needs to be Lowry.
To me, Lowry is the point guard Draymond.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not, to be honest.
I mean, but he's way better than Draymond.
Well, we know that. We want him to be way better. But I don't know if I want.
Not as a defender, obviously. But
I'm saying, if he
all around player,
I don't want Kyle Lowry with a backpack on missing. That's what I don't want.
I can't give you all around player because defense is part of all around.
Sorry, bro, but Lowry's a good defender.
I understand that, but I think that
I'm not about to let you do this to Kyle Lowry. No, that's disrespectful.
Listen. I think that for this team, he brings the same type of things that Draymond does for the Warriors. So I need Lowry to match Draymond's intensity.
I would say
every time I see Draymond pushing it up, I need Lowry pushing it up.
And that's why I brought up Pascal, because I think Pascal brings that. I think Kyle Lowry just needs to be Kyle Lowry.
And also Lowry averaged 22 before. I'm not going to disrespect this man. I'm not finna disrespect him by saying Draymond's better than him. 5-time All-Star, the man that averaged 22, 6 and 4.7 with 2 steals a game. No, I'm not finna disrespect him. Kyle Lowry's the Hall of Fame. No.
Look. Kyle Lowry's going to the Hall of Fame.
Not yet.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
No, he's not. Not yet. No, he's not.
He's going.
Not yet. No. No.
It's going to take him a while, but he's going.
No. I think he's going. No, he's not. And I'm going to tell you why he's not. Because Kawhi's going to leave and we will never hear from Kyle Lowry again. And we're going to remember Kyle Lowry like John Starks.
Damn. Nah, G. Starks, nah, G. No.
Or like a Eddie Johnson or something like that.
No, G. Lowry is way more competent than all those guys that you just named. He's way more competent than all those guys you just named. John Starks made 1 All-Star team when Mike wasn't there.
Okay, but we also got to look at
Eddie Jones made 2 All-Star teams.
No, but we also got to look at the.
Shout out Eddie Jones. I fuck with Eddie Jones.
But we also got to look at the guards that were existing. This is a new crop of guards. Lowry is in the bottom tier of the top. Huh?
That makes it more impressive.
No, it don't make it.
In the point guard era in the NBA, Lowry has figured out a way to get to 5 All-Star teams.
I'm sorry, bro. No, I can't get that to him.
Okay.
I don't know.
Shoot, Bob Cousy better than Kyle Lowry.
Okay, why would you even put Lowry in that same stratosphere as Bob Cousy? Like, why?
I don't know, man. Kyle
Get
Lowry
the fuck out of here.
Ass up.
I mean, look, G, like,
Kyle
come
Lowry
on,
clamping Bob Cousy up, G.
Bob Cousy go
fat back, putting that fat back on Bob Cousy, G.
So, question: who are your X factors?
Hold on, wait a minute. Before we move on to the X factors, let's go ahead. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Yamble. It's a brand new sports prediction app that lets you go on and you can place takes on what will happen in the next few minutes. If you have quarter of a game, you know what I'm saying, or the full game, you can play it out, and basically if you get the highest score, you get real cash. They pay out in, I believe, $20-$25 every single game, every half. It's only going to get bigger, get better. We've been playing it all week, going back and forth, talking trash. So make sure you go and you check out Yamble. That's YAMBLE. You can find it. Make sure you use our secret code. That's bit.ly /Yamble HNB. Go and download that for us so that we can keep getting this sponsorship money. We can keep giving y'all better content and less ads. Let's get it. All right, cool. Let's talk about. Go ahead.
So your X factors. Who are your X factors for the finals?
Oh, you don't want to talk about will Kawhi clamp Steph and Klay up?
I mean, we can, but we can talk about it. But I don't.
Okay.
Like, I think that. But I don't think Kawhi will spend much time on Steph. I think that he'll probably spend more time on Klay.
Then that's bad news.
Why?
I don't know.
Because then who's gonna guard Steph Curry?
But Kyle Lowry out there.
Danny Green.
Somebody has to take him. No.
Danny Green.
Danny Green might not see the floor. I'm saying
he's gonna see the floor. Danny Green or Lowry is probably gonna have the assignment.
How much confidence is Nick Nurse having this man after he played 6 games, gave you 3.5? How much confidence are you gonna give this man?
Because he's a veteran, like you said, he's a streaky shooter. You've also seen Danny Green. Remember when Danny Green was the Finals MVP throughout 3 games?
That was like
5-6 years ago.
Listen.
It's 2019.
Listen.
Can I read his past couple games?
Don't do it, man, because I looked at it. 0,
he has to play better.
1 of 5, 2 of 6, 1 of 9, 2 of 5, 0 of 3, 0 of 4.
He has to, but look, I think that how much playing time he gets depends upon the defensive job that he does.
No, it depends on him making shots, man.
No, it's his defense.
There was 4 open looks that we watched.
Fred VanVleet gonna get the minutes over him.
No, Norman will.
I don't think so.
I know so.
I don't think so.
Look at it.
No, listen. The reason why I don't think Norman Powell is going to get
people around.
No, not only that. You need somebody to chase them around, but you also need somebody that is going to be a threat that you can put another ball handler on the floor. I don't think Norman Powell is another ball handler on the floor.
He don't need to be.
He's a good. No, he does.
Yes, he does.
No.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. The Warriors have been playing very good defense this playoffs.
Yeah.
You need another ball handler, somebody that can stretch it.
And Danny Green's not that guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not gonna get that burn. That's why I think Kawhi has to guard Steph.
I don't think he
because I think Kawhi can guard Steph and hold Steph to 20 to 25 and still give the Warriors 30.
Who runs the most, Klay or Steph?
Steph.
You don't want to put Kawhi on him. You want to reserve Kawhi because you need
those moments. I think that
but then you're gonna let Klay get opportunities to get open and get hot.
On Kawhi? On Kawhi?
No. I think that Kawhi will probably guard Steph in the fourth quarters.
Okay, that's fair.
But then you give Klay moment, which is why I'm gonna say later about Klay. He is my sleeper for Finals MVP.
But then we got Green, and I think that Klay would be motivated. You saw the All NBA team. I wouldn't be surprised if
Klay came out and gave you 26, 27 a game.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yes.
I think they got too many
because unlike Middleton, we were looking for Middleton to create. Oh shit! I owe you a bottle of Douce. I forgot about that. I do owe you a bottle of Douce.
I don't know why you. I don't know
it's
why
fine,
you made
it's
that
fine.
bet.
Yeah,
that was the most idiotic bet you. How much?
Oh no! Actually, I'll let you keep that bottle of Douce. Is that what we settled that on? No, I thought it was. No. Okay.
That was your bottle that I gave you. I gave you that shit.
I didn't drink that bottle.
Yes, the fuck you did.
And you bet it back.
We all drank it, G.
Oh yeah, we did all drink that. Oh yeah, it was on your birthday.
Big faded.
It was on your birthday. I forgot. We was. He threw up. My bad. I'm sorry. It was a long night. My bad. I still owe him his bottle of Douce. I got you on the next episode. Shit. I hella forgot about that. I know because I bet Middleton would score 25.
Middleton averaged 13 points in this series.
Yeah,
he was not an all-star.
Clay's not averaging 13.
Nah,
Clay's coming around screen, getting open.
Clay's gonna probably average 18.
I wouldn't be surprised if Clay had one of the biggest series in his life.
My thing is that like
he feels disrespected, and I think that him not making that All NBA team put his max in jeopardy.
Oh no, he's gonna get the max, but But it's just that other 30 million super max that he's not getting. He gonna get the max. If you know,
but I think he wants that max from the Warriors.
He'll get it from the Warriors. If you like, even just like look at, but again, this is why.
If KD stays,
yes, because again, somebody got to take Steph's assignment. If Steph has to guard Dame all day, that fucks with Steph offensively. He already running the most miles in the NBA. Now I got to go out and try to lock up like the primary scorer?
No, you just get somebody else to come and fill that role. And every time on 2K when Klay leave and go to the Lakers, they try to find somebody else.
Listen, but look, every time they do that, they drop off. They don't see no more finals.
Yeah, but
they win 50 games.
But you would still have Draymond. That's on 2K though.
But listen, bro, who is gonna guard his backcourt matchup?
Find somebody.
Who?
Find a two.
Look, G.
Literally, find a 3-and-D guy.
The cool thing about Kawhi,
who is better at that? Like, tell me a better 3-and-D guy than Klay Thompson.
Nobody's better than.
So then, what the fuck you mean gonna find another guy?
That don't mean you gonna want to pay him though. That don't mean
tell me who you could put in this role.
I'm not telling you.
Give me a man.
He is irreplaceable to me, but I'm not Joe Lacob.
Well, hang on.
Okay, I'm not Joe Lacob.
He's not replaceable, but I think Paul George could definitely fit.
But how is he gonna get there?
That's a great question, Pappy. He ain't getting there.
If you can name people like, yeah, sure, you can replace it with Paul George, Kawhi, but how they gonna get there?
You just asked for a name. I just gave you a name. I didn't say how they gonna get there. You just asked for a name, Pappy, right? Just a name. Paul George is one of the names. He can get in there. I'm not saying he ain't gonna come up here shooting threes and netting them, but he can definitely go play defense and he can create his own shot off the dribble.
And I'm saying he can be the same, but I even think a guy. But I even think a guy like you will never be able to replace Klay's defense. That's the thing that you miss more than the threes. You really just looking for him to just go out and play defense and maybe give you 20 if you lucky in the playoffs. During the regular season, you looking for 22 a night. In the playoffs, you looking for him to give you 20 maybe and lock down somebody. But if you replace him with somebody that's more of a better off the ball dribble scorer like a Tim Hardaway Jr., it's not gonna be that big of a gap if you still got Draymond, KD, and Steph on the floor.
And not to go back to Kyle Lowry.
And not saying he's nowhere near the stratosphere of Klay Thompson. But you telling me Tim Hardaway can't give you 17 on the Warriors and he ain't gonna be decent?
But it's not just the offense that makes the Warriors. It's also the defense.
But not to go back to Kyle Lowry too much, but he's gonna have a tough time because I know who's guarding him. It's gonna be Klay. Klay's gonna be all over him.
My thing is this:
I don't think I'm gonna put Steph on him.
Yeah, but Lowry is crafty, and I think that what Lowry does best is make plays.
And I think Klay gonna stop him from making those plays.
Nah.
Hey man,
like look, I don't look.
If they put Steph on him, it is a service. He should be blessed.
Look, I don't look for Lowry to go out and give me 20 points. I look for Lowry in this series to give me like 15, 5, and 8. And
I'll take 12 and 8. You give me 12
you can't give me 12. 12? No, that's no Kyle Lowry. No. Now I said that 0-point game was cool, but what I said in that same tweet, what I said was cool is he got to play better. He can't give me 12 points. He got to give me 15, 5, and 8.
Okay, so who's your X factors for this NBA Finals matchup between the Warriors and the Raptors? I won't lie, I was smacked earlier when we first started N Brews.
I got Danny Green.
Slowly feel the life coming back.
He is a starter, and he needs to figure it out. Because if he does not figure it out, this series can be over very quickly. Yeah, you want to leave him out there for defense, but at what point do you sacrifice your offense for his defense? That's something you can't go. You're playing 4-on-5. But man, it's 0-4, 0-3. Come on, man.
It's only 3 shots, though.
But those 3 shots are huge.
I understand that,
those
but
are
just
huge.
3 shots.
Those are wide open.
I feel you, but at the same time, he's not shooting the ball that much. Ain't like, if you miss 3 shots, you're not hurting me that much.
I'll put it this way.
If you miss like 10.
I'll put it this way. If he makes half of those shots, it's a completely different game we're looking at against the Bucks.
If he makes 1, possibly, yeah.
No. He makes half. 2 of them. We're talking about...
You said he was 0 for 3. That's
no. He was 0 for 4 in Game 6.
So
I think 0 for 3 in Game 3 or whatever. But If he makes half those shots, we're talking a different game here. He has to be effective on both ends of the floor. And if he is not, I don't think Nick Nurse can leave him out there. That's why he only played, I think, 10 minutes in Game 6. That's terrible. You can't have that. Thank goodness Norman Powell his number got called and he stepped up and got to the basket. Made open looks. Made some tough shots as well. They're going to need Danny Green and I also believe Pascal Siakam and Norman.
The fact that the Warriors swept the Blazers with Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Andre Iguodala, Kevon Looney, Sean Livingston, Alfonso McKinney, Andrew Bogut, Quinn Cook, Jonas Jerebko, Jordan Bell, and Damian Jones they didn't tweak. They got out coached. Steve Kerr is a top 5 coach all time. Honestly, he might be top 3. And I'm putting him up there with Pop, Phil, and him.
I don't hate it. But my 2 X factors are...
I'm not joking either.
I know you.
I respect Red. I respect Red. I respect guys like... I respect guys like Rick Carlisle. I respect all of those older coaches. But if we're looking at the innovation that we've seen on the basketball court, he has been able to blend in a 7 seconds or less, a little elements of the pace and space, and still be able to blend the triangle while also allowing 2 of the greatest shooters ever to consistently get wide open shots. When Mark Jackson was coaching them and all they was doing was dribbling and running ISOs. Incredible. I'm sorry.
My 2 X factors are Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka. Marc Gasol needs to be able to stay on the court.
Okay.
Good luck.
Because I think that Marc Gasol needs to be able to stay on the court because his defense and his rebounding. Also, Serge needs to be able to be smart and stay on the court as well.
He gets it.
The one thing that the Warriors have done really well this entire playoffs is offensive rebound. You absolutely cannot let the Warriors beat you on the glass, especially if Boogie is gonna play.
Starts with
you absolutely cannot let the Warriors beat you on the glass. So I'm gonna go with Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka.
Okay.
I think that look, I'm gonna say this. I got the Raptors in 6. I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna pick the Raptors in 6.
That's how I know the Warriors gonna win in 6.
Look.
So you think the Raptors gonna win a championship in Golden State on the Warriors' home floor?
They can't win
for the last time at Oracle.
They can't win in 7.
LeBron did.
So you telling me that Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, for the last game ever to be played in Oracle Arena in the NBA Finals, are gonna lose a game 6 at home?
Yes, because listen.
Fucking Kyle Lowry.
No. Listen. I think the best player on the court is in Toronto.
Kawhi,
which is Kawhi Leonard, but look, it's gonna have to be a full total team performance, a full total, and the one thing they must do,
you better pray Kyle Lowry get 15.
No, look, the one thing, no, bro, now look, I could be wrong, but the one thing they must do is rebound the basketball. They absolutely have to own the glass in every single game.
Pascal Siakam,
if Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka do not have 2 good series, I'm talking about they average 7 and 7 rebounds. I think that needs to go to 9. Okay. Both of them need to average about 9 rebounds.
What's Pascal's rebounds?
6.5.
If he can get you 7 and they give you 9,
I think that they absolutely have to own the rebounds. And actually, Kawhi might need to average. He averaged 9.5 in this series. He might need to average 9 too. I think they have to make a commitment to owning the glass. Because the one thing that I see, even if you look at the first Blazers game in which they was down 19, the run started with offensive rebounding. Kevon got the offensive rebound, kicked it out to Steph, made a 3, the run started. It is impossible to defend the 3 off offensive rebounds. And they have to own the glass. So I'm going to go with my X factors being Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka. They need to have great series. Also, they need to be able to contain Steph on those pick and rolls, screen and rolls.
That's going to be hard as hell.
It's going to be hard as fuck. They're going to have to work. They're gonna have to work.
I'm so excited.
Pray to God and have the series of their life. They're gonna have to work, but they can do it.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to work.
Who you got, Thomas?
My X factor for this series is DeMarcus Cousins. I think that he has the potential to take this series and quite possibly make it a sweep.
Damn.
I think that the thing about the Warriors that I'm gonna be looking for is for how well they play in rhythm when things slow down in the half court. And with Kevon Looney out there, it's smooth for you to have him and Draymond out there, but Looney can't really create his own bucket like that. He's a great kind of garbage man in terms of like he does well cleaning up. He has a nose for the ball, as Steve Kerr has said a million. Yeah, he does catch great lobs. He also has a great little up fake where he gets his defender up and will make a layup. So I mean, he's decent. But in order for you to be able to establish a presence down low, so that way you're not getting annihilated on the boards, is to have DeMarcus Cousins there, because the one thing we know about Boogie is Boogie will rebound, and he will knock some motherfuckers around, and he will be knocking people over. Marc Gasol not finna be running into Boogie and they both falling on the ground. One of them is falling on the ground, and it probably ain't gonna be Boogie. So that's the aspect that I like about it. Also, Serge is one of those guys where he's a semi-dirty player, so he's always throwing bowls and shit like that and doing little like off shit to just kind of be that team tough guy. I think Boogie is one of those guys where he will step to Serge and get in Serge's face, and I think that's what the Warriors need, because I think that the Raptors are going to come out and try to basically on 2K, when you turn on the Jordan rules for a specific player, they're going to try. Yeah, you can. You didn't know that? You just go in the menu, and under that player's matchup, it'll say like individual settings for that player, and you can put Jordan rules.
I'm about to be playing 2K all night. I got a defensive team. I'm about to be whooping motherfuckers' ass all night.
Yes, you can play Jordan rule, but basically it's a really physical form of defense. So sometimes your team get tired faster.
That, and they probably foul a lot.
So I think they're gonna try to Jordan rules Klay and Steph. And I think that, although I think the refs will call this series tight, obviously, because of we in the NBA Finals, I think that the physicality of it and the nature of the physicality, they have to be able to play physical. They have to be able to physically match the Raptors. That's really what the Raptors have done all playoffs long, is they've basically physically matched their opponents.
Yeah.
And their opponents, usually we were thinking we're going to physically outmatch them, at least athletically outmatch them, but the Raptors met them with force, as well as good defense, and then Kawhi made huge play after huge play and got timely rebound after timely rebound.
And basketball IQ.
I think Boogie will eliminate some of those timely rebounds. Like we've said a million times about Brook Lopez when he was a Laker, that it would be games where he had a game where he scored 27 and had no rebounds, right? That last rebound that Kawhi grabbed, there should have been no reason why, if Giannis is taking on 3 people on one side or 2 people on one side, he got 2 people boxed out.
That wasn't even the crazy one.
That Kawhi should be able to catch that rebound. So I think that Boogie being down there, that space, him, Draymond being down there, it'll open things up. You can also run Boogie and Looney out there if you want to, because I think Boogie can play more in the mid range, and I think Looney, I don't mind him taking mid-range jumpers.
The thing that was crazy was, remember Game 5?
Boogie's my X factor.
When fucking Kawhi shot that 3, and I don't know how the hell, it was like 2 minutes left in the fourth, I think. He shot that, if I'm not mistaken, it was 4. Shot that 3, and then snuck in and got the rebound. I'm like, how do you let this man shoot a 3 and then sneak in and get the offensive rebound underneath the rim? Like, that shouldn't happen.
He wanted it more.
So look again, I think, like you said, Boogie, I gave you Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka. I think that I think that this series will be won on the glass. If the Raptors get out rebounded, there's no possible way in hell that they can win.
Okay, all right. So, who will win Game 1? Game 1 takes place in Toronto Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you tune in on ABC. Obviously, we'll probably have Mike Breen, Jeff Van Gundy, and Mark Jackson on the call. Thank God we don't have to listen to Reggie Miller and C-Web anymore. Shout out to Marv, but so who you got? Game 1.
I'm gonna go with the home team. I think the Warriors have been on a long break, and they might be a little rusty. I mean, they swept the Blazers and have been chilling ever since. I think they're gonna lose. It'll be a good game. I don't think they're gonna get blown out or anything. I think they're just gonna be a little rattled and like, oh shoot, we back in the NBA Finals. Let's get it going. They're gonna win Game 2, but I definitely think the Raptors are gonna come out Game 1. And I'm also relying on Danny Green to give you more than 3.5 points per game. I'm relying on him to play better defense. I'm relying on him to be on the floor. Those are things that need to be done, especially on your home court. You got to go out there and you got to send a message. But I do think the Toronto Raptors will win Game 1 at home against the Golden State Warriors.
I'm going with the Raptors. I think the Raptors will smoke them. I think Game 1, I think they'll come out here and catch them in Game 1, and in Game 2, the Warriors will rebound. Like, okay, hold up. Nah, we gotta like figure this out. So I think that Game 1, the Raptors to come out and to be a great team win. I think it might. Remember the second? I can't remember who all played, but remember the second game that the Warriors and Raptors played this year when like the
Kawhi didn't play.
Kawhi didn't play exactly. Kawhi didn't play.
Yes, but KD was on the floor, so it's a completely different. It's a completely different team. The offense is completely configured. Scouting reports aren't even the same. Actually, if I'm the Raptors, I don't even know what scouting report we really supposed to use. Because if I'm the Warriors, I'm not playing the same way we played against the Blazers. We specifically played that way against the Blazers to be able to make Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum ineffective.
I don't think either team knows what they're gonna do, and I think that
I think the Warriors know what the Raptors are gonna do. The Raptors do one thing: give Kawhi the ball, make plays, score buckets, and Kyle Lowry, please try to make buckets when you can.
Yeah, but they play better. But again, I think that Kawhi ailing for some of the games is actually what helped them win this series because again they were just forced. They were physically forced to use the rest of the team. I thought of what I saw.
He gets 4 days. He gets 4 days of rest. I don't
look,
think
but
he's gonna
listen,
be fine.
he'll be fine. But I think the fact that how they won the Bucks series, I think all those guys have confidence now. I think VanVleet has confidence. I think Norman Powell has confidence. I think that in game one they'll come out and it'll be a great team win.
It was LeBron.
I don't think.
It was LeBron-esque the way Kawhi led that team. I'm not gonna lie. It's
not LeBron. You ain't never seen LeBron do no shit like that.
What?
This playoff run is better than any playoff run.
I'm saying
wow, stop that.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well. It depends on if they win the finals.
Not, G.
You ain't.
Last year was fucking wild, G.
LeBron would have got eliminated in one of these rounds this year. Bro, that Cavs team was nowhere near as good. Yes, he would have. Yes, he would. The Bucks this year would have beat the shit out of the Cavs.
But also, the Raptors have a better team than what LeBron had last year.
Exactly. So no,
Yes, they do. Stop that. Yes, they do. Stop that.
Yes, they do.
Stop that.
I just said they do.
I will say the Cavs team stepped up in the look. I will say the Cavs. He wasn't even there for some of the games. Game 7, that man wasn't even on the court.
That's why I said he was.
Okay, fine. I will say the Cavs team stepped up last year. Like he didn't just drag a whole bunch of nobodies. If you remember me in the Raptor series, I was like, yo, Tristan Thompson having a great series. George Hill was stepping up. What the city did this year in fucking Milwaukee, that shit was wild. But he stepped up. So the Cavs had they had a decent team. They flipped it.
They sucked in the
defense
season.
was also much better in the playoffs.
That was gonna happen.
The defense was much better, but still, what that man LeBron did last year, I don't think I ever seen no shit like that.
That's why I said
I've never seen no shit like that.
I like what Kawhi did.
LeBron James, if he would have won the game, had his best game ever in game 1.
JR, mother.
If he would have won the game,
I don't want to hit if he would have won the game.
I think that was still one of his best 3 games.
Kawhi to me is
having
a better playoff run, arguably than one in. I'm sorry.
No, but Kawhi is having one of the best playoff runs I've ever seen in my life. Though.
No, I think I think if they win this ring, then
if they win this ring, it's like
it's a top 5 playoff run.
It's comparable to Dirk's.
No, I think it's better than Dirk.
I don't know. You gotta look at the people Dirk knocked off though.
Well, time out. Yes, how many All-Stars were on that team?
But it's better than Dirk. Is what on the Dirk team?
Yeah, it was just him.
But he had a good solid team though.
Yeah, yes, but
you need 2 All-Stars.
I love Dirk, but Kawhi has been at any given point in time in any of those games the best player on both sides of the ball. Dirk was always the best player on one side of the ball. He also had Tyson Chandler down there who was defensive player of the year.
I give you that.
So that year it wasn't like his team was trash. It just wasn't. He just didn't have another All-Star.
You didn't see them winning.
I think this is better. I think this run from Kawhi is up there with I think if he wins this Finals MVP is up there with damn near any playoff performance like run that anybody's ever had.
I'm not mad at you,
including Michael Jordan, that anybody's ever had.
I'm not mad
He's had to beat a lot of tough talent.
I'm not mad at you.
A lot.
I'm not mad at you.
He faced an All-Star in Orlando.
Mike, he played Warriors.
He played look. He faced an All-Star in Orlando with Vucevic. They won that series 2, and really you playing with three former All-Stars against the 76ers.
Basically you playing 3 All-Stars and 4 and one other All-Star talent.
And one borderline.
The Sixers had better talent than what the Raptors had. I think the Raptors had a better team, but hands down, if you look at that series on paper, you like, and
I thought that the Bucks had the better team, and I picked the Bucks to win in 6. I think this. I got to give Kawhi's credit. It's one of the best playoff runs I've ever seen.
LeBron's 2016 performance was.
No, I'm sorry. No,
it was crazy, man. The dude.
He was equally matched by Kyrie Irving in that series, and Kawhi has done this by himself all the way through.
Not by himself.
Yes, he has.
But it's I'm not
if Kawhi is anything less than if Kawhi is anything less than perfect in any of them games, they lose, and you saw that.
Listen. I'm not gonna let you say he's done it by himself. He has not done it by himself. But Kyrie Irving gave LeBron James way more help in that finals run than what anybody is giving Kawhi right now.
That's
and I fuck with Lowry. Lowry is hooping. Lowry is balling. I will fight somebody over Kyle Lowry slander. But Kyle Lowry ain't gonna give him 41 and goddamn Oracle.
If Kyle ever gives someone 41, I will drink.
Nah, I think Kyle Lowry 41. I think equivalent to like Kyrie's game from Kyle Lowry would be like 22 10, 7, and like 3 steals. That would be equivalent to like a Kyrie 41-point game.
And make half his threes.
But all right,
50%.
Let's talk game 2. Game 2 is on Sunday. So I guess we're going to record after game 2, obviously, on Sunday night.
I'm on the limb. I said they're going to win in 6, so they got to protect home court. I'm saying the Raptors win game 2.
That's when the Warriors come back.
They got to protect home court. And I think that game 2 would be one of those games where it's like it's one in the last.
Oh, did I say who won? Oh, yeah. My bad. Hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even say who I thought would win game 1. I think that the Warriors win game 1. The Warriors come out and they win game 1, and I think that the Raptors are riding so high off of that momentum that they're gonna have to the change of pace at which they'll have to play against the Warriors and a change of style will be such a vast difference from anybody that they've played in this playoffs that I think that it will kind of surprise them a little bit. I think the game will go down. It'll be late. I'm taking the final score to be 108-105 Warriors, and I think that Klay in this game will give me 30. I think Klay gives me 30. I think Steph gives me like 25, 8, and 6. And I think Draymond gives me 15, 7 assists, and 11 rebounds. And I think if Boogie can come into this game and at least give the Warriors 10 and 5, I think they'll be perfectly fine. So That's what I got for game 1. So as far as game 2, who do you guys have to win game 2 of the NBA Finals?
Again,
Sunday night.
I'm going to say game 2. Again, I picked them to win in 6. That means they got to protect. Want some more? That mean they gotta protect.
I ain't even touched this. I'm drinking my coffee.
That mean they gotta protect home court. I think that they'll do that. I say that I think they'll get smoked in game 1 as in the Warriors. I think this one will be super close. I think this game will be won in the last 40 seconds. I actually think Kyle Lowry will make the game-winning play.
Don't do this to yourself.
Like, Look, I don't think that he'll score, but I think that he'll do something within the last 40 seconds that was kind of like the game, like that what kind of won them the game. So I'm going to actually pick the Raptors to protect home court and win game and actually steal game 2.
Mad as hell when Kyle Lowry gives you 0 points.
He might give me 0 points, but he might get that 1 steal. He might get that 1 steal.
I think the Warriors win game 2, and I think they win plus 10. I think they win by 10 points or more. I think it'll be a game where Steph probably has 30-plus points. I think Klay Thompson will probably have a really good game. But if Kawhi is on him, I think Kawhi could definitely slow him down. But also, I think the ability what Draymond brings to that team, I forget what series it was. But
all of them.
No. This was maybe 2 years ago,
okay.
And Steph was out, and Draymond was literally the point guard. The man had 10 assists, 12 points.
Talking about the Spurs series?
I think so.
When they were undermanned?
And Draymond literally went out there and played point guard. And he looked as if he'd been a point guard his whole career. It didn't look, he shouldn't be doing that. It fit his role. I mean, he was running the offense, grabbing rebounds, finding Klay in the corner. He mirrored what a point guard is at 6'10", that can rebound.
He's not 6'10", but I feel you. 6'10".
Draymond at best is
6'6".
Is 6'6".
He's probably like 6'7".
I've seen the man
looks big out there.
I've seen Draymond numerous times, and I've talked to him. Shout out to our haters. So this man said, hold on, my hands hella sweaty because it's hot.
I've seen Draymond numerous times, and I've talked to him.
And I've talked. This man gonna say, when you get a chance, talk to somebody with some better basketball knowledge to school you. Like, gee, I was just talking to Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Steve Kerr last month. G, shut your ass up.
Got mad at me on national television. G,
I talked to KD after he dropped the 50 ball. I was the first person to ask KD a question after he dropped the 50 ball. Shut your ass up.
Talking to me.
I'm gonna start when they start saying stuff. I'm just tweet them clips of us talking to the Warriors and be like, "What you say? Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. That was Steve Kerr talking. I couldn't hear them over here."
Well, Draymond might be 6'6", but he play as if he's 6'10". His presence on the floor is the words I just can't think of what he brings to that team. And I think game 2 is when he'll definitely show up along with stay with Steph. And I'm also looking forward to see if Boogie actually does play. Personally, I don't want him to because I don't want to get hurt again. I mean, he came off an Achilles injury. And then he had this, what was it?
It's a quad.
Quad on the same leg, wasn't it?
Different leg.
I mean, that's...
Yeah, but look, if his torn quad was that bad, if his torn quad was that bad, he wouldn't have been physically able to perform.
Okay, so it's
I'm sorry. He wouldn't be physically able to perform, and also they wouldn't have cleared him.
Okay, so
Steve Kerr, hold on one real quick. Steve Kerr, I believe, said in his press conference this week, that basically Boogie has been healthy for about he's been physically good to go for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But they've just been trying to ease him back into it. So now he's doing 5-on-5. So I don't think that if he's been good for a couple weeks and they're easing him back into it, that he's gonna come back and risk like really hurting himself that badly. And also, if he does come back and he down the court, to me, that's if I'm a franchise, that's very honorable to me. He might not get the bag, but I'm gonna be like, all right, well, you take your time and heal. And when you heal, come back in the middle around All-Star break. And if I'm a middle of the road team that know I will need a DeMarcus Cousins next year, come back around All-Star break, take your time, get yourself in better shape, and we'll give you a little bit more money. We're not gonna give you a max, but Boogie is probably gonna wind up signing like a Jabari Parker style deal where it's like a 1 year, $20 million deal with something. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It depends on this series. That's why I said that, but go ahead.
With all that being said, that's why I believe the Warriors will win game 2. They lose game 1 because they're a little rusty. I get it. You've been sitting down for 7+ days, chilling, waiting for your opponent. And I don't think the shots are going to fall. I don't think the guys are going to be hot as they usually are. But what's going on? They've been sitting for a while now. Yeah, they still practice, but it's different. They're going up to Canada. I mean, hell, they're not even playing in the United States. Can you believe that? They're playing in Canada for an NBA championship. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm picking the Warriors to win game 2, but I think it'll be a good game again for the most part, and then later in the third quarter, fourth quarter, the Warriors make that run, go up by 10+. Can it?
All right, cool. You pick who was winning game 2? Yeah, you said. I think that for game 2, I think that the Raptors are gonna win this game. But I think that the Warriors have the potential to sneak both of these out, and if they sneak both of these out, then they're gonna end this in 6. Because I don't think that they'll.
It's gonna go 6.
Yes, it's gonna go 6 because I don't think that they're gonna sweep the Raptors.
If they sneak both of these out.
Yes. If they sneak both of these out, it's gonna go 6, and the reason why it's gonna go 6 is because the Raptors are gonna probably win Game 3 in Oracle. Game 4, the Warriors will win. Game 5, the Raptors will win, and then coming back at Oracle for the last game at Oracle, I think the Warriors will want to give that game to their fans. And versus winning in Toronto. I mean, I still think they're going to try to go out and win in Toronto.
Oh, I hear you.
But we see what Toronto does when their back is against the wall. They step up and they make big plays. So I don't see Kawhi losing Game 5 at home to lose the finals.
They won 4 straight.
Huh?
They won 4 straight.
Yes, but I don't see. Yeah, but I just don't see him losing Game 5 in Toronto. So therefore, he has to get back to Golden State, and I think he's gonna get back to Golden State, have a great game. But the Warriors are gonna win, and then it's gonna be one of them situations where he's gonna be walking off the court, shaking the Warriors' hands, like LeBron did, getting ready to walk back to the locker room and getting ready to get on his flight so that way he can go to LA. Because if allegedly what his family members are saying and putting on the internet is true, he's still not staying, regardless. So, this has been an all-time great season. I think this is the greatest season in Raptors history. Wait a minute. Okay. From a franchise perspective and from an individual player perspective, I think Kawhi, without a doubt, has come in and instantly become the Raptors' greatest franchise player.
Yes. In one season, he has become the greatest player in Raptors franchise history.
This is what they hoped DeMar would do.
So that's what I got for game 2. But obviously, we'll have more analysis when we get there. But before we talk about the Finals MVP, because I still want to talk about who we think will win Finals MVP, let's go ahead for the last time to give a shout out to our sponsor, Gamble. Make sure you go and you check it out. It's a sports prediction app that lets you predict what will happen in the next play, the next few minutes. Me and the homies been playing it all week, placing points on our takes. And if you wind up, ending up at the top of the leaderboard, you wind up winning real cash, and it pays out every day, every game. It's just like HQ Trivia. You can place your takes on the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, all the quarters. So make sure you go and you check that out. That's Yamble, and also go and download it through our Bitly link. That's bit.ly/Yamble HNB. That's YAMBLE HNB. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about the Finals MVP. As my iPad just died.
Well, I said the Raptors gonna win the series, so Kawhi Leonard, Finals MVP. Kawhi Leonard, he gonna pick up his second Finals MVP, and I think Kawhi is gonna move into that top 50 greatest player of all time echelon.
Is he not?
I got a hot take for you.
What's up?
Kawhi is already top 25 all time.
Whoa.
He's better. He's a better defensive.
Whoa.
He's arguably the greatest defender ever under 6'7". Or six. He's the greatest defender 6'7" or under. Period, including Draymond.
I think he's 6'8". He's 6'6". Kawhi's not 6'6".
No, he's not 6'6". Yeah,
he's LeBron's height.
You gotta look that up.
LeBron not 6'8" either.
Yeah, LeBron 6'10".
LeBron not 6'8".
LeBron hella tall. No, LeBron he might be 6'11". LeBron tall as hell.
Saw him live. I was
Kawhi, I believe
he's 6'7".
Yeah, Kawhi's 6'7". I think Kawhi is the greatest defender, 6'7" and under. So that includes Michael Jordan, that includes Scottie Pippen, that includes all of them. Man on man, that's what he can do. And he can also at any given time go out and give you 30. Now, like I said, I had all my doubts about him. I have spent this entire season doubting this man's ability to show up and be a superstar. He shut me the fuck up, so I'm going to shut my ass up and get a man credit. He already got a ring. He's a 4-time All-NBA defender. He's a back-to-back defensive player of the year. He's been, top 3 in MVP voting in a couple years, or top 5 in MVP voting in a couple years. He's taken the Raptors to the finals. The goddamn Raptors to the finals. I don't even think KD this year would be able to take this Raptors team to the finals.
No, because he's not as good of a defender as Kawhi.
Exactly. So I think Kawhi moved into my top 25 all-time territory.
I just want to wait.
I do. What is this? His second finals appearance?
Third.
If he can sneak this away from the Warriors, he's instantly in that top 20 conversation to me. Because you gonna name guys that got better memories when you turn on NBA TV and when you want to be nostalgic, but you ain't gonna have better guys that had a better playoff run than this. This has been one of the most remarkable playoff runs I have ever seen from an individual player ever in my life. And that includes Kobe Bryant. That includes me seeing the end of Mike's run and actually understanding what I was watching. That includes me watching LeBron James. That includes me watching Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, all of it. I have never seen anybody come through and wreck the buildings like this man does. This man is making more Africans cry than I've ever seen before. All right? So shout out to that man, Kawhi, G. Kawhi got all of Nigeria crying right now, G. The only reason why Cameroon is happy is because Pascal Siakam is on his goddamn team.
On the other side of the country. That's the only reason why that one country happy.
For real.
Africa sad.
For dead ass.
Got Joel crying.
Those pictures are hilarious, G.
The funniest part is if the Warriors lose this year, I legit think we're going to see Draymond Green cry walking off the floor. And I just can't see that happening.
So you gonna call next?
So my finals MVP this year, I think that I'm actually gonna.
You're not gonna say Steph?
I'm gonna be a contrarian this year, just because I just feel like he just got bad mojo. So I don't think Steph is gonna win Finals MVP this year. I think like I told y'all earlier in this episode, I think Klay is gonna randomly fuck around and go off for like 27 in this series.
I said that shit at some point in time in the season. You
said if the Warriors got that, like Klay was your sleeper or whatever, but you were just saying that because you was like,
Klay, like to this point, has no legendary Finals games, none of them.
Yeah, but that's because he has.
No, he doesn't. Finals game. He doesn't. He's due for one. Like he's due for one. Finals breakthrough. Like
he's due for a few. He's a big game hooper, and I think he senses the moment. Like I've told you,
and he's mad right now.
And like I've told you many a times,
pissed.
In a game for my life, give me Klay Thompson over LeBron James.
I don't agree with that one, but
I mean what I say.
But I feel you about.
He's a big game hooper. He's not gonna go out and give you 40 every game. But in games where you need him to show up big, where it's just like, damn, we needed that from Klay and we got it from Klay. That's what you're gonna get. I think you're gonna need that from Klay in every game in this series, and I think he knows that. I also think if I'm Klay, I'm looking at a guy like Kawhi and being like, you ain't really that much better than me. Like, I'm serious. Like, you ain't really that much better than me. So I'm going to show you. Like, I mean, like, you good, but you averaged 4 more points than me in the regular season. You've been averaging 10 more in the playoffs. But if I have my own shit, I'm all NBA defense too. I'm an all-star too. I can talk my shit. Let me do my thing. I think they're going to hone in on Steph Curry. They're going to double team him, try to triple team him coming off those screens, which means Draymond is going to be open for them wide open layups, but they're not going to be wide open because Marc Gasol going to be down there, which means that Klay Thompson is going to be in the corner. They're going to shrink down on Draymond. He's going to make the open pass. They're going to swing the ball around. Klay going to wind up getting a ton of open threes. I think Klay is going to wind up averaging like 4 or 5 made threes per game this series and averaging about like 25, 5, and maybe like 2. And I think he's going to wind up stealing this MVP from Steph Curry. Because I think because when teams try to you have to neutralize Steph. If you don't, it's over. But it's the same thing that I talked about with Giannis. If he can double and triple teamed all game, I can't expect you to do the same things you're doing when you got three people on you.
But that's because Giannis makes himself easier to double and triple team because he can't score.
No, but you saw them double and you saw them double and triple teaming Steph versus the Rockets. Yes, you see it all the time. It's just it doesn't work. But especially when Kevin Durant is on the floor because the man is running squiggly lines all around the goddamn floor.
Here's why it doesn't work the same with Steph as it does with Giannis, because Steph can pull up from anywhere. He can also shoot. Giannis's offensive game, like literally, when the man put Giannis's play call and put halfback dives in there, literally, that's not. It's like literally, if that man. Also, I was watching some '97. I want to say this live on HoopsNBrews. I was watching some old Shaq, some '97 Shaq. I would like to apologize for saying Shaq was never a scorer. Shaq could definitely score the ball. He was a very, very skilled big man. Now, granted, I think there were centers that could score the ball better than Shaq, but Shaq was definitely a scorer. Shaq had like 3 or 4 moves that he could go to at any point in time that were unstoppable. Shaq needs to stop saying Giannis is better than him. Now, Giannis has the potential to be better than him.
I think Giannis
but right now, no. Giannis has no go-to moves that he can go to.
Just which is
he has no go-to move. But you can only do that in certain situations when you're in transition. If you're not in transition,
he's always in transition though.
No, he's not. That's the issue.
Yes, he is, except for that Toronto Raptors team, and that's because they just played extremely big. And
they did a really good job of blocking that paint.
They did a really good job. They ran a 2-3 zone the whole time. They ran a soft 2-3 zone the entire time. So of course he can't do that.
It was smart.
I don't even think prime Shaq would have been going as crazy against this Raptors front line, because I think they would have tried to guard him the same way. And his bigger bodies. Like, the Raptors have big bodies. Like, Marc Gasol is a big body. Serge Ibaka is a big body. Pascal Siakam is a big body.
He's lanky.
He's slender, but he's a big body.
Yeah. And they also only turn the ball over 69 times the entire series. So if you don't turn the ball over, you keep this man out of transition. What Giannis does best is completely eliminated. We had this discussion. If we talk about transition players, Giannis, Steph Curry, LeBron are all one of the best, some of the best transition players ever. So if you can keep this
Klay Thompson too. Yes. You got a rap bar about it. Stop it.
You're right.
Exactly.
Yes.
He got you on that one.
You're right. Yes. No. I was gonna say yes, but
you gotta. If you don't find that man on transition, it's buckets.
It is buckets. Okay, so yes, Klay as well, but he's not in the same tier as those.
What you're saying
he's
is
in the tier below.
When put it this way. If LeBron and Giannis get a rebound, they're going 94
They're going 90 on a rebound or
Klay can't do that. Klay can go 94 feet, catch and shoot. That's the difference between the two.
Exactly. Yeah, so again, like, I don't think so. I think that the reason why it's easier for Giannis is because, like, again, he just has to work on the scoring package yet. Like, he has to be able to score the ball better. Like, score the ball.
I think he needs to develop one thing, that post game. I remember when LeBron first went to Miami. First year, he didn't have that post game.
A post or just a mid-range pull-up?
Second year, though, bruh.
A post or just a mid-range pull-up?
He just took Kawhi down low, and there was nothing Kawhi could do.
A post or just a mid-range pull-up?
I think he needs to get the post. If he gets the post, I think the mid-range pull-up will come with it, because now you have to be able to do something, right? You got to be able to turn out of that post and fade away. That's what LeBron worked on. And now he gets into that post, you know it's going to be barbecue chicken 9 times out of 10. He's worked on his jump shot. He's comfortable.
I mean, not as a Laker, but I feel
not as a Laker. But
as a Laker,
I don't know what happened when he got
as a Laker, he was goddamn garbage. I don't care what anybody says. If he really broke
his hand, then he probably didn't shoot most of the summer.
I don't want to hear that. He had a whole season to shoot.
Well, he broke his hand in the finals, though, is what Pavy said.
He had a whole season to shoot.
I mean, yes, but you can't, like, come on. But listen, though, like, mid-season.
Why are you always making excuses for LeBron?
That's not excuses.
It's a fact. I mean, if you break your wrist,
did you see him with that cast on Instagram at any time after the finals?
LeBron's a great marketer.
No. Did you see that man in that cast at any time on Instagram?
Great at marketing, excuse me.
How you don't follow LeBron on Instagram?
I don't follow nobody on Instagram. I don't follow nobody who don't follow me.
You don't follow me, though. That's cool.
I don't follow you?
Damn.
I really don't follow you? Damn. I don't follow you, bro.
Damn, fam. Damn, fam. Damn, fam.
We'll delete that part.
But I don't want to talk about the Bucks. We had them on we got plenty of time to talk about the Bucks. So let's go ahead and let's talk real quickly about these All NBA teams.
How did you feel about it? I loved it. I actually thought they got nothing wrong.
I thought every single thing about it was right. In terms of the All NBA team. Yeah, I don't really have any real disagreements with the All NBA team.
The All Defensive team, though, I have some gripes with it.
I think that I think Pat Bear should have made it over Drew Holiday.
I think Pat Bear should have made it over Klay.
No.
I think he should have made it over Klay, and I think, and obviously Kawhi is one of the better defenders in the league, but I don't think he should have made the All Defensive team over PJ Tucker. Tuck been there every single night, bro. Tuck played 82 games, bro. Kawhi played 60. Tuck played 82 games.
I also personally don't think that. You know what? Never. I'm sorry.
Who? Talking about Bledsoe?
No, I'm just talking about second team. I mean, I think I personally just. I'm sorry. I just want that impressed with Jokic this year. Like, I think he should have made second team. I don't think he was first team.
He was first team. He made what he should have made.
I would have much rather see Kawhi or KD or Joel Embiid in this.
Embiid did not deserve it over Jokic. Like look. At like a certain point in time,
I think the third team was perfectly fine.
Everybody said they value
except for Rudy. I don't think Rudy should have made that.
No, G. If you a defensive player,
LaMarcus should have made that over rookie.
No, if you're a defensive player of the year candidate, you should be on third team.
No, you shouldn't.
That's why he crying, because people think defense don't matter.
It don't matter. It don't matter. We saw in that Jazz series. They got their ass flamed up. It don't matter.
Listen. My thing with Jokic is this, right? Honestly, I think he should have been top 3 MVP candidate. If people on this whole winning matters thing, winning, you had the second best record in the Western Conference, and you were far and away the best player on that basketball team. You won, I think it was 56 games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You were far and away the best player on that basketball team. Put that man first team. All NBA. And also, I think that man is the best center in the NBA. I think that Embiid is a better defensive player, but I think that Jokic is miles above what Embiid could ever dream to be. Would not ever dream to be, but currently is offensively.
Klay Thompson was disrespected.
He was not disrespected.
Yes,
I think he was.
First
of all, Marcus Smart. I mean, what?
He should be first team all defense. Yes, he
Marcus Smart or Eric Bledsoe. If you want to pick one, I don't care.
Take one of them.
Take one of them off. I will personally take Eric Bledsoe. I don't care.
No, Bledsoe should be on there, and Klay should not be first team.
Why not?
He shouldn't be.
I said why not?
Look. First of all,
I'm not bringing up Patrick Beverly.
First of all, the man Klay, I think, averaged 1.1 steals. He barely averaged.
It's not about the steals. It's not about you taking the ball. It's the fact.
I think that Harden should have got more defensive votes than Klay Thompson this year.
Okay.
He's one of the best post defensive guards in the league. He was second in steals. He was top 5 in pass deflections. I think, which is why I was happy Harden got some votes. I think Harden should have been in that.
It's over that more than the stats of you getting steals.
I understand that.
Klay Thompson's presence alone on people is. Just because he didn't get a steal doesn't mean they didn't win that defensive possession.
I understand that.
Klay Thompson, he literally will guard everyone. He just
can't
guard.
Would not guard everyone. He would guard
1 through 4. He can pretty much guard.
Yes, he can.
Depending
he
on
has the height. He has
depending on who the 4 is.
I mean,
he ain't guard Blake down there.
I mean, actually,
I disagree with that. Yes, he guard Blake down. He can look. I love Blake, but he can guard Blake.
He can guard Blake down there.
He can guard Blake.
Not this new evolved version.
No, this new evolved version of Blake is going to be on the perimeter.
And he can also take him down low too. He can also take him down low too. Not this.
I think he was more perimeter this season, but no, I really believe Klay Thompson should have been first team. I don't think Klay should have been on the team. I think that's okay. Go ahead. First of all, back to my point. Just because he doesn't get up the stats and the steals, he literally takes a player out of the game.
He doesn't take a player out of the game.
If you miss a shot, that's a win for the defense. And if you get the rebound, that's a win for the defense.
I feel you.
Klay Thompson did that 78 games.
I'm not saying that he's not a good defender.
I know you're not saying that.
Klay is a great defender.
I'll put it this way.
I don't think he should have been on the defensive team.
If you're drafting a team of all defender players, you mean to tell me your team's gonna have Eric Bledsoe and Marcus Smart over Klay? You're crazy.
Yes.
6 foot
for defense.
No,
yes.
I'm taking Klay. He has the height. It's over.
For defense, yes. For strictly defense,
6'7".
Yes.
I'm taking 6'7" over 6 feet, and Bledsoe might not be 6 feet.
For strictly defense, yes. I don't think Klay should have made the team, and I don't think Kawhi should have made the team. I don't think Kawhi should have made it over PJ Tucker, and I don't think Klay should have made it over Pat Bev.
You should watch his interview when someone asked him about it, because he said, "Look, man, I've been to 5 straight NBA finals."
What the fuck they got to do with anything? He been to 5 straight finals. Shout out to 5 straight finals. We talking about defense and all NBA team this year.
How much defense do you think goes into going to NBA finals, Pavy? How much defense do you think goes into it?
What the fuck that got to do with this year? How much? He's also one of the better defensive teams, and you got Draymond
right behind you. Are they not going back this year?
And you got Draymond behind you.
Are they not going back this year?
They are, and you got Draymond behind you.
Y'all gotta stop hitting the table, G. They can hear it in their ears.
Take Klay off that team.
Take Draymond off the team.
No. Just take Klay.
Take Draymond.
Okay, take Draymond.
It's a team effort with defense. You don't play defense by yourself, as I always say.
You take Klay off that team.
Take Draymond off that team, and the same facial expression you just made.
We're not even.
Regardless, I have no issue with the All NBA team. I think that all defensive team. I don't think Klay should have been on. I think Pat Bev the Clippers should have been over Klay Thompson. I have no issue with the first team. I think Pat Bev should have been over Klay, and I think that PJ Tucker should have been over Kawhi. Not because he's a better defender, but because PJ was out there 82 games a night.
This is what the list should have been: Rudy Gobert, Paul George, Giannis, your boy Patrick Beverly, and Klay Thompson. And you know what? If you put that,
I'm not upset at that.
If you put that defensive team that I just said, nobody's scoring. Nobody. Period. 6'7", guarding your guard. Who's scoring on him? Eric Bledsoe just got washed. We just witnessed it. Did we not?
I mean, you witnessed Klay get washed too.
By who?
Kyrie washed Klay.
When?
Lou Will was giving Klay drugs in the first round as well.
When?
No, that's a lie. I watched Lou Will stink it up in 3 straight games.
The game he came back from fucking 31, Cleveland giving Klay drugs.
That's one game. The game 2 when they won,
he gave him drugs like 2 games.
No,
both
of them games I win. Both of them.
Iggy was locking that man up. It wasn't Klay. Iggy was destroying that man. That man couldn't score on Iggy. It wasn't Klay. Klay was getting shook the fuck up.
You gonna get shook. That's basketball.
Klay was getting shook up. Now when Iggy got on that man didn't know what to do. When Iggy got on that man, that shit died.
Man, I'm telling you, Rudy, Paul, Giannis, Patrick Beverly, Klay Thompson, that is scary. I don't want to play with basketball.
I'm not mad at him, but
I'm not putting Rudy over Giannis. No, where's Giannis?
I just said Giannis. Rudy, Paul, Giannis.
Okay.
Patrick Bev, and then you got the big man, Klay Thompson.
But one last question I want to ask before we get out of here. Obviously, we in the finals now, so obviously, the season isn't over. But how do you feel about this NBA season as a whole?
Man, I loved every second. I'm sad that it's actually coming down to an end. No more NBA TNT. We'll see.
I'm happy. I need a break. I'm sick of this shit.
You said that last year.
God damn it. Fucking iPad, man. Went out again. Sorry, go ahead.
It was a great season. Seeing LeBron go down and seeing how the Lakers try to respawn. Seeing what other teams will do now that the East is opened up. I mean, I didn't believe that the Philadelphia 76ers would make it to the NBA Finals, but
I did.
I had a belief that Toronto could do it. I didn't see Boston playing this bad, this poorly, but with everything going on, hell, it makes sense now. Yeah. Everything that happened this season, it was just magnified, and it was really cool to see, and I enjoyed every game that I watched. It was probably one of the best seasons I've seen in a while. I mean, and that's just being real. Even if LeBron didn't make the postseason, triple-double again.
That was my favorite part about the season. Watching LeBron's demise. Yeah, I told y'all it was a wrap for that man, and y'all called me crazy.
For me.
Can you admit I was right about saying LeBron era was over?
No, I don't agree with that.
His era's over. It's not his era anymore. It's Giannis, Kawhi, and Steph Curry's era. Reason, Kevin Durant's era.
LeBron didn't even play a whole season. How can you say the man's era's over? He didn't even play.
It's not his era.
He didn't even
his
finish
era
the
was
season.
Built on dominance. He didn't dominate this year.
He didn't finish the season. How? Of course. He played 60 games.
He didn't finish the season because he came back. He like, fuck, I need help. And they tried to get Anthony Davis, and they alienated half the team.
I'll tell you this.
Lonzo Ball hurt his goddamn ankle. He was like, fuck it, let's try to get this draft pick.
If LeBron plays 80 games next season, and he's averaging 25, 7 and 5.
It's not his league anymore, though.
If he
so
does
his
that,
era is over.
When LeBron comes
I didn't say his stat accumulation was over. I said his era is over. This is not LeBron's era. This is not LeBron's era anymore.
My hot take is LeBron wins MVP next year.
It's not LeBron's era anymore.
Oh,
34, and he just had a groin injury, which means that which usually once players get older and they get a little knick-knack injury, that same area is where they gonna start having problems.
Here's my hot take.
So I hope we don't see a bunch of growing and strains from LeBron. But usually, even with Chris Paul, as he got older, them hamstring injuries went from being like a fluky thing to being like, damn, your hamstring.
I mean, but Chris Paul has been hurt for a while. Like, even if we talk about players, like which we could take away injury from, I wish it was Chris Paul because Chris Paul has been pretty much hurt since 2010.
No, Blake
he
Griffin.
Had that micro. No,
because even Chris Paul would have had a better career if Blake Griffin wasn't hurt.
Yes, but also like Chris Paul had that microfracture knee surgery. Remember when, like, I think in one of his years in New Orleans, like before he left New Orleans, he had that microfracture knee surgery in New Orleans, and like the player he played like afterwards was not like the Chris Paul that came to the league that I grew up a fan of.
You guys drink wine?
Yeah.
Okay, LeBron gets he's similar to wine. He gets better. He's only gonna get better.
What do you mean?
He's gonna get better.
He smelled like a Chateau Lait shit last year.
He got hurt. That's
the notes was terrible on that. He smelled like the Chateau Lait shit.
He got hurt, and Pavy just said
Le shit.
LeBron.
No.
Le shit le care Chateau anti.
My hot take for next year is I think LeBron's going MVP. But as far as this NBA season goes, I thought it was dope. Like I think that we're ushering in like the new era of basketball. I think that again, like the 2010s are at this point basically over.
It is over.
It's time for the 2020s, and I think that this season, even like this postseason without LeBron, I loved it. I enjoyed it. guys got to shine.
Yeah.
Like Giannis and Kawhi went to battle in the conference finals. Ain't nothing about LeBron. This ain't no nothing. And honestly, that's one of the best playoff series. So that's an all-time playoff series.
I think both of them, the 76ers and
both of them. Like, bro, I think Game 6 is an all-time game.
Really?
It's a great game. Like, even like the Kawhi dunk on Giannis. Like, obviously he didn't dunk on Giannis, but that just moment. That shit was fucking electric, bro.
And the block?
And like the block after that.
Block,
that shit was fucking electric,
which will be forever lost in history.
Like that
block literally is getting lost in history.
But like this whole series,
one of the greatest blocks I've ever seen.
Like, bro,
that man Kawhi was holding the ball like a grapefruit.
That said no, bro. Like they went up 2 and lost 4 straight games. That is a classic series.
You don't see that.
That's a series that in 20 years, when I got my kids with me, I'm be like, hey yo, bro, we gonna watch like one game of this and just like chill and just watch it. It's a classic series. So I think that it's funny as fuck. So I think that we have had like even the Blazers Nuggets series. You had a classic game in there, the 4 overtime game. That was a classic game. It went to 4 fucking overtimes. So I think that this series, like that this year in general, had just been like ushering in the new era of basketball, and I'm just happy to even be just a part of it. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy to be able to cover games. Like I feel like we ushering in like a new era of just basketball right now. Yeah.
It's been great to not only chronicle pretty much immediately after LeBron's greatest moment, because we started this after the Warriors won the final. I mean, after the Cavs won the finals that year in like November. So it's been great to watch peak LeBron. For like the past 15 years, but really this is without a doubt been LeBron's decade. The 2000s was Shaq and Kobe's decade to me. Shaq, Kobe, and Tim Duncan's decade. This decade was LeBron James and Steph Curry's decade. And LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant's decade. I will give Kevin Durant his credit for participating in this decade, because he also went to the final. No, I'm serious, because like a lot of people are going to minimize his accomplishments because of where he decided to go and play. I don't minimize his accomplishments because I've single-handedly watched that man with my own 2 eyes drop 50 in the playoffs with ease, drop 35 in the first half with ease. Could have dropped 70. And with ease, and there was nothing anybody could do to stop him. He just decided that he wanted to be more of a facilitator in the second half. So I'm gonna give KD, Steph his credit. I think that this is also Harden's era. But I look at Harden, but I look at Harden and Russ as being like those honorable mention guys, like you said, like a Charles Barkley, a Pat Ewing, you know what I mean, Alonzo Mourning, those type of guys.
Even David Robinson before Tim Duncan came,
but the Admiral was still decent before Timmy came.
Yes, look, Robinson was great, but Tim Duncan say that man legacy.
Yeah, he did.
David Robinson would be a guy that we forget about if Tim
Jimmy
Duncan,
gonna be mad at you, but yeah,
who
Jimmy on Twitter,
he would have look, I remember shout out to homie that I always see at CBS. He said, I think David Robinson was a better player than what Tim Duncan was, as far like a basketball player. Yeah. But Timmy's on the better teams. He had Pop there, like he had a better system around him.
He's not a better player.
If you look at like David Robinson numbers, like them shits are wild. All of them, like even
but I don't think he would have been. I don't think if David Robinson in his prime had Manu and Tony on his team, his numbers would have been.
No.
I think that scheme at which Pop came up with that allowed them to create what I still feel like was like a mini dynasty. Although dynasties are consecutive, whatever. I feel like it was personally a dynasty. That system at which he configured allowed everybody to be great. I feel like before David Robinson was the main focal point. Timmy was always the best player on that team, but he was never what I thought was like, the guy, I'm just saying, like Timmy would never, even like Kawhi. Like Kawhi never exuded that the guy energy to me until this year. Like even people argued the year when the Spurs into the playoffs, I still was kind of like, LaMarcus is kind of like, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? But now Kawhi is the guy. Timmy, I never felt like had to always be the guy, because you had Manu, you had Tony there, you had an all-time defender, Bruce Bowen. You know what I mean?
I agree, but again, shout out Sean Elliott. I fuck with Sean Elliott. Sean Elliott can hoop. I remember when that man tiptoed the baseline, hit the 3-pointer. But Sean Elliott, not the guys that you just named.
Yeah.
David Robinson had Sean Elliott. I remember in 91 he had Ross Strickland. He had guys like he had Robin in 94. So he had some guys, but them not the guys that like you just named. So I think that like Harden is in that, like he'll probably have David Robinson criteria before, like if the rings never happen. I think that Harden will be a guy where it's like 30 years from now when we talking to our kids, they won't really remember Harden the same way that we remember Harden, because he didn't perform the best at the biggest moments to get them over the hump.
Yeah, him and Chris Paul.
CP2.
That's also why he's not in my top 10 all time. Of point guards. Chris Paul at least. Harden is in my top 10 shooting guards, but Harden is arguably the most overrated player of this generation. He's the most overrated, underrated player of this generation.
I think he's properly rated.
Nah, I think he's as equally overrated and underrated at the same time.
Who rates Harden high?
A lot of people rate Harden high. You were telling me earlier this is one of the greatest seasons you've ever seen.
It was. Regular season, it fucking was. He averaged 36.
But it was.
Everyone said I'm going to told you, bro. We know he's going to do
Everybody said it's not sustainable, and it wasn't sustainable.
Listen, it was. He averaged 35 in the Warriors series.
And what happened?
He missed free throws.
Was it sustainable?
Listen. It was sustainable. The same way
you just said he missed.
Listen to me.
Said he missed.
But listen to me. The same way he played in the regular season, he pretty much played against the Warriors. That wasn't the only reason as to look. He missed the free throws, but that's something you can make those free throws.
Yes.
It was sustainable. He the whole thing was
his legs was tired, bro.
No, bro. The whole thing is I'm gonna get fouled and I'm gonna get to the line. You got fouled, you got to the line. The play style, it was nothing wrong with the play style. Y'all just tweaked.
He was exhausted.
He wasn't. It was the first fucking quarter. You missed 3 free throws.
Right.
You ain't exhausted.
I'm telling you.
That's just you tweaking.
He took 1,000 threes, bro. What are you doing?
Okay. The play style worked. You tweak.
Yes, they won.
It ain't the style. It's you.
They won 50 games and lost.
Well.
All right, but okay, this has been HoopsNBrews, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. We will look forward to seeing y'all next week. Make sure you go and you download Yamble. Shout out to our sponsors. Hopefully they will continue to sponsor us throughout the finals and throughout the rest of this year so we can continue to bring you guys better content. Make sure you go and you check out Pavy's newest episode of Sparklight. It's LA Spark Show.
Season is actually starting
in about on Sunday. On Sunday, it starts on Sunday 5. So
Sunday against the Las Vegas Aces. So guys, please watch that. Tune in.
Yeah, tune in.
I've been watching WNBA basketball, and like I said on Sparklight, man, it's actually, if you enjoy basketball, it's probably even better basketball product than the NBA. Obviously,
no,
NBA,
it's not.
Listen. Obviously, the NBA. No, look, obviously the NBA, those guys are more athletic and it's maybe more quote-unquote exciting. But as far as pure fundamental basketball, the fundamentals really, really show in the WNBA. So please watch it. Like I said, Sparks, I think they'll have a great season. They got Derek Fisher. I love what Derek Fisher does as a coach. I think he has a chance to be a legend in the WNBA. So please go check out the newest episode of Sparklight and take this WNBA journey with me.
Yeah, all right. It's your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Real TPJ. That's REEL TPJ. It's a film joke. If you don't get it, you damn dummy. And as always, if you are under 21 or under 18 in Canada, you better not be fucking drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. And as always, don't drink and drive. Please make sure you call an Uber, call somebody, get a designated driver. Don't drink and drive out there. Be safe. Enjoy game 1 of the finals. I definitely will. I'm definitely going to work early so that way I can leave early because I will be in front of my television. And special shout out to our guest, Chris Kidd. Go ahead, talk to the people, get your plug in, let them know where they can find you at.
Make sure y'all support these brothers. HoopsNBrews.
Thank you for your support as well, bro.
YouTube, all of it. Other than that, it's been a pleasure being out here with your boys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. It's finally here. Finally here.
NBA Finals.
Finally here.
Then I can go watch.
This is going to be the most entertaining finals probably since 2016, 2017.
Yeah, then after
or 20
finals,
years.
You're right.
I can go watch old school basketball for that.
You can watch WNBA all season.
I can watch that, and also I can watch. I've gotten into watching old Lakers. I think I watched 2 old Lakers, 97 Lakers games in the past couple of days.
Yeah, I'm not watching old Lakers. I'm not watching 90s. I don't want to see losers Lakers.
No,
I watch early 90s Lakers and 80s Lakers.
Bro,
I'm not watching them.
Nah, bro, it's I want to see where it came from.
You know what you should watch? You should watch Gilbert Arenas. The Wizards. Them games is cold.
No, I mean, I lived that.
You can rewatch it though.
Oh nah,
you was alive when Shaq was putting up buckets. You was just
but we couldn't see that.
Living that though. Those get bro, you gotta think. Moment. You lived on the West Coast, so we saw Eastern Conference teams. So if it happened out East, I know about it. I know about the Heat. I know about
Orlando,
all of that. But that's East. So it's if I'm in grade school and my bedtime is 9 o'clock, I can see the Bulls play.
Yeah.
The fucking Lakers game come on at 9. I ain't seeing that shit.
But all right. So let's go ahead. We out of here. We'll get up with y'all next time. Special shout out to y'all. Please make sure you go check out Sparklight, HoopsNBrews.com. Go check out a lot of the WNBA content. Don't forget to drop likes on the content. Subscribe as always. And if you really fuck with us, share a video. We appreciate it. We love you guys. We'll get up with you guys next time. Peace out. I'm pulling the 3. I'm the MVP. We gon' slide. And then we gon' chill. She said she love me. I'm her 3.